We heard about you slaying Guthma. The horde will scatter now. They sure will. But first, our inventory is scattered, so we need to fix that up. And let's just quick double check. Level 7 Cleric. Battle Guard of Tempest. Level 3 Barbarian, level 4 Fighter, level 6 Druid, level 7 Bard, level 4 Fighter, 3 Rogue, and level 7 Sorceress. First, let's check in here in the healing tent.
Right then.
Let's see. I see healing. Anything here you want us to have? The cleansing medallion can cure light wounds once per day. Doesn't look like any of us can use it. Looks like it's only usable by good clerics. Oh yeah, good aligned priest or paladin. To heal the sick or the injured. Can't buy that. Protection from evil ring twice a day. Looks like there's nothing here we need. Oh, thank you very much, Terry. I appreciate that. What is that game? Like, what is it? Oh, this is the same inventory. Malin Gildencross says, "Excuse me."
Hey there, need a date?
What's up, Joffrey? Oh, it's a team-based RPG. I gotcha. Hang on. My chat room's not updating. There we go. Don't watch your video, it spoils it all? Okay, I won't. Okay, excuse me if I don't get up. I'm still somewhat weak from my visions. Thank you for saving me. I felt so helpless with the sickness clawing at my innards, and I kept drifting in and out of consciousness. You have any visions for me? Yes, there's... Oh no, we already read this. That idiot Oswald's not going to crash his ship again. Oh, maybe.
Darn. What?
Let's all go down to the Weeping Widow Inn.
Easy as goblin pie.
I heard you killed the goblin leader. You'll always have a place in my inn. All hail the sellsword of Targos as returned. How can I help you this day? Nice bed in a actual inn for once would be good. Oh, and actually look here. It looks like Ezlist is not immune from day blindness by holding the mountains of Saloon.
Not a problem.
But we'll head into the Galloway Trade Depot. Sell everything we have. Yep. Eslif here is a drow elf. Part of their racial abilities is they are blind in sunlight.
Ready.
Because they're from the Underdark, which is all underground. They're not used to sunlight exposure, so he gets a -1 to his like attack rolls and accuracy and armor class and stuff anytime he's out in the daylight. If it's nighttime or he's indoors, it's fine.
What?
Yeah? Darn.
Alright, congratulations. I heard you killed the goblin leader in his own fortress. That must have been a battle to see. Well, we might not have been here if that half-dragon woman had stuck around. What is this place again? Alright, it's Galloway Trade Depot. We already talked to her about that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna hang on to the Winter Wolf's pelt and sell off these cleric scrolls. I don't really need any of these. Potion of vulnerability, bolts of corrosive burst. Don't need any of that. She'll take 40 arrows of flame for 9,000 gold. That's amazing. I'm gonna sell you that. Sell you these keen arrows too. Potion, Hill Giant Strength. I don't need any of those potions. We're all good on that. Got lots of potions of healing. Vulnerability, gems. Ghost armor, non-detection, haste and slow, invisibility, spirit, none of that. Don't need the elixir of health. We got plenty of healing potions. Those. Fireball and skull trap. We got plenty of that. This one, unholy blight. Yep, none of this. Okay, up to 47,000 gold. Oh, I didn't sell this. Let's organize our healing setup here. What do you got? Those. There we go. Potion of freedom, don't need that. Everybody has healing potions locked and loaded, ready to go. That's good. I don't think I need this ward stone anymore. I'm gonna ditch it. Ditch the ward stone. I don't need the door guard's key, or this ward stone, or the teleportation scroll. I do need Denham's letters. Five all the way there. So we'll hang on to that. Take out all this stuff. Worst part about taking out the ammunition is that it's all in a stack. You gotta like double click it. Can't take out any of that. Alright, bag of holding all full. Selling and selling and selling and selling. Ditch these darts. bag of holding is finally empty. Anything in the potion bag? No. Nothing in the scroll case. We do have plenty in the gem bag. Don't sell the scroll case. Phew. And finally, we sold everything. We're all clear. We'd probably use these masterwork bolts. Masterwork. You know what? Let's take a look at what we can buy here. Chicken butt, you got me. The black chimes. +1 weapon, 25% chance to deafen somebody. Returning throwing hammer. Craftsman's hammer. Dredging claw. And the dredging claw might be a good buy for Eslif. Chainmail +1, studded leather +1. There's actually not much left in the store we want to get. Actually think I'll leave 9 paces behind. What I will do, buy him 3 sets of bullets +1. Out the remainder of the masterwork bolts. And the remainder of the masterwork arrows. We have a good set of that here. Give him these bullets +1 for occasional use. We have a bunch of arrows. We have a bunch of bolts. We might even want to buy a few more bolts. We got plenty of arrows. Be on the safe side. I'm gonna buy just a couple more stacks of bolts.
I hear ya.
I hear ya. One final location to check out.
What? Not a problem.
And final vendor, we'll talk to Elithara. Right, magic, scrolls. Ring of protection +1 and a traveler's robe. Traveler's robe is not better than the robe we have already. Mage armor once per day. I'm gonna get this chameleon ring of dexterity. This ring of protection. This amulet of protection. Pipes of the Wheezing Dragon. Pick those up. Bracers of defense +2. I think we'll leave those behind. Okay, so got 17 dexterity. Up that to 18 right there. I think studded leather might be better for her. No, studded leather is now the same. I think we'll give him the amulet of protection. Give Joffrey the collar. Also give him the pipes. Oh, the pipes of the Wheezing Dragon are actually a... they're a necklace. We'll read what that does in a sec. Oh, we'll give it to her. Cast Beast Claw once per day and immune to panic and fear. I like it. A ring of protection. We'll give it to Terry.
I'm here.
Okay. Before we take off, let's read. This is a long one. Pipes of the Wheezing Dragon. When the venerable and senile red dragon Crom Strog wandered into the logging camp of Horn Hollow at the edge of Wood of Sharp Teeth, the residents wisely fled in fear as the dragon began to belch flames, setting the camp on fire and causing cries of alarm to spread throughout the countryside. After the residents fled, Crom squatted his old bones down upon the blackened buildings, grumbling to himself and snorting flames from his nostrils. A few hours and several miles away, the residents of Horn Hollow finally decided that someone must go negotiate with the dragon and see what it wanted. When no volunteers were forthcoming, a lottery was conducted, and the loser, a traveling minstrel, Asni Freystrings, was given the dangerous task of attempting to deal with the dragon. Asni had lived out his welcome in the camp many nights previous, and the loggers considered it no great loss if Asni gained a new home in the dragon's belly. Asni, somewhat absent-minded but of a brave heart, stumbled his way into the camp and finally mustered the courage to speak with the dragon. During the now famous exchange that followed, Asni discovered that Crom, who was somewhat far along in the dragon years and in none too good health, was suffering the draconic equivalent of a bad cough, and his hacking and wheezing masked his plaintive attempts to try to find anyone, who could help cure his fits of coughing. Seeing a solution, Asni offered a cure that helped an elderly uncle of his, a sprig of maiden's milk flower, that when crushed and administered in a tea, helped quell coughing in a matter of minutes. Sounds like something I need. Some could undoubtedly be found in the forest nearby, Asni exclaimed, and he set about gathering up several sprigs and preparing them for the dragon. After lumping them into a great pot, he administered the steaming cauldron to the dragon. It is suspected that either Krog drank the mixture too fast, or else Asni had mistaken bellows root for maiden's milk. But whatever the reason, Krog vomited the mixture back out a few seconds later, setting fire to several acres of the wood and torching poor Asni where he stood. After his vomitous belch, Krog ran wild for almost an hour, trying to spit out the remainder of the concoction. At the end of his rampage, the venerable red dragon fell over dead, the sudden flurry of activity more than his old bones could stand. When the loggers came to break down the dragon a day later, they discovered that Crom's bones still carried echoes of his coughing fits, and his entire skeleton creaked and wheezed, even after death. They struck a deal with a local mage who bought the dragon's bones and fashioned a series of musical instruments with them, dubbed the Pipes of the Wheezing Dragon. These yellow bone pipes are famous throughout the realms and, when used by a bard, they can be used to spit bursts of flames at opponents. Unfortunately, even when not in use, the pipes tend to creak and wheeze, attracting the attention of anyone nearby and making attempts at stealth and pickpocketing useless. A thin cord made of dragon gut is strung through the pipes, so they can be worn around the neck and can be easily played when danger threatens. The cord looks charred, as if it was burned recently, and is surprisingly tough. Jeez. So that is, you can cast Burning Hands 3 times a day, you can Agnazar's Scorcher once a day, and then -3 to your Pickpocket, Move Silently, and Hide skills. So not good for a rogue, but pretty good for a bard if you're not using them for stealth.
Ready.
It is a nice instrument, though, yeah. Let's talk to Oswald.
Welcome back. Something I can help you with? A potion to put some color in your cheeks, perhaps?
Lord Ulbrich asked if you would take us to the Western Pass.
Oh, you'll have to wait. There's another group I have to take to the Western Pass first, to meet up with the Neverwinter forces, you know.
That's us, Oswald.
Are you sure? Well, you know, you must be. I'm quite sure Lord Ulbrich wouldn't make a mistake like that. Are you ready to leave now? I can cast off immediately if you like.
Yes, we're ready.
You know, and I'm saying this simply because, well, it could happen, but we might not be able to come back to Targos for some time.
For some time? What do you mean?
Yes, as in not at all. So I wouldn't leave anything behind. Bring everything you need, especially warm cloaks. Very cold in the Western Pass, as I understand it.
We might not come back at all.
Well, you know, accidents happen, and the wind's awfully strong. In any event, I just wanted to make sure you were ready and had everything in case we never come back. To Targos, that is.
Well, he lays it on pretty thick, but let's go, Oswald. I'm sure we'll be back in no time.
As the plains turned into hills, the wind turned gale. Uncle had seen storms appear quickly, but this was like a bolt from an angry god. He managed to evade what he believed was the worst of the storm by flying low. He then beheld a wall of ice in the Western Pass. Wild men whipped their hands in magical patterns atop the frozen barrier. My uncle gasped when he heard the balloon tear above him, and he told me what frightened him most before the ship crashed that day. It was the silence, he said. As the ship fell, the casters froze on the wall, and the storm abated. There was no sound and no motion, just the face of Faerun rising to meet him.
In all the years that Uncle Oswald flew his airship, I can't honestly say he had more successful landings than crashes, but even he could not have known the difficulties that lay ahead of him in the Western Pass of the spine of the world. Adventurers aboard, the flight from Targos was accompanied by a flurry of sound and motion from the winter thrushes that had once again perched on the roofs of the aching town. All along the tundra, pilot and passengers watched the corpse cloth flutter in the winter wind. It was a whispering herald of things to come. As the plains turned into hills, the wind turned into a gale. Uncle had seen storms appear quickly, but the one that swept down from the spine of the world was like a bolt from an angry god. He managed to evade what he believed was the worst of the storms as he flew low over the foothills and told the adventurers to take cover. When Uncle's eyes peered out from the melting snow rushing across the deck, he beheld a wall of ice in the canyon of stone that was the Western Pass. Wild women whipped their hands in magical patterns on top of the frozen barrier, their snow-white robes poorly covering rime-armored flesh. My uncle gasped when he heard the balloon pop and tear above him. He wouldn't talk about it for years after, but he eventually told me what frightened him most before the ship crashed into the foothills. It was the silence, he said. When the ship fell, the wild women relaxed and froze on the wall. The storm abated in a heartbeat. There was no sound, no motion, but the face of Faerun rising to meet him.
I'm done for.
All right, so there you have it. The folks in Targos lay it on pretty thick, but Oswald is not known for his successful landings. But in this case, I mean, it wasn't really his fault. It sounds like he got assaulted by some wizards or clerics or somebody casting spells at him from atop the ice wall. Additionally, your party will fall unconscious. Now, this is the first time I've had people like resist it. It looks like Joffrey and Eslith just resisted being knocked unconscious by the crash. So
Yeah, I'll handle it.
we can go around. We got a couple things we can pick up around here. Another happy landing indeed.
Yes, Jabuk.
Yes, Jabuk.
What'd you want? Oh, good.
And then we have a boring beetle attacking us.
Elendar, you
Use your beast claw to attack it.
quit your blubbering.
When the beetle comes in, usually because your party's knocked unconscious, the beetle will come in and then, you know, bite one of your party members and it wakes them up. And your party will slowly wake up and recover from the crash.
I will do so. Ask Elemshin be done.
I will very well.
Elemshin be done.
Some cool spell book.
I am very well.
Some scrolls here. Alright, everybody's awake.
What? Oh, pardon me. I must have fallen asleep again. Phew, good thing we weren't flying at the time.
You didn't fall asleep at the helm. You fell into a trance after we crashed. The noise we made must have awakened you.
Thank you. It was simply beautiful. The trance, I mean, not the crash. I was a baby kraken swimming through river clouds of soft molten gemstone. Those episodes are rare, but have happened before. Well, usually right after a crash.
Yes, well, your ship suffered some damage, Oswald.
Yes, worse than ever before. And that maelstrom of ice, my goodness! We never had a chance.
Can you repair the ship again with your mending spell?
Of course I can. I'll need to find more components, though, and guard my ship, or what's left of it. Say, I could guard the ship while you retrieved my spell's components. I wrote them all down in that book over there. Interested?
Alright, it's a book we already grabbed. But yes, I'll return when I've found the components, but we'll also ask him, perhaps, can you do anything with this winter wolf pelt?
Absolutely. I can make beautiful clothing thick enough to ward off this winter chill. What would you like? Boots? A cloak? Perhaps a scarf or hat? Are gloves more to your liking? It'll take some time, though. A half day at least. And a few hundred gold?
Alright, so he's still going to charge us, but that's why we hung on to the winter wolf pelt. So he can make us anything, really. It's just some clothing. We'll get a hat for now.
Most excellent. It shouldn't take long at all to make. Check back with me later. Oh, and don't forget to bring enough gold with you.
He also will still sell you potions. He's got 30 potions of extra healing, as well as a bunch of other stuff. But for now, we can actually sell these that. Open Autoluke's Resilient Sphere. The gems, the Potion of Fire Breath. Don't need any of those.
Indeed.
Yeah, okay.
Additionally, what we can also do is make this boring beetle shell. This is the rigid outer shell of a boring beetle. Oswald can make some stuff with this too.
Why, hello again. Indeed. I can make lightweight plate mail in 1 day, field plate in 2, or full plate armor in 3, all for a reasonable price. Which would you like?
We're gonna grab a suit of full plate armor.
Most excellent. It shouldn't take long at all to make. Check back with me later. Oh, and don't forget to bring enough gold with you.
Alright, so in 3 days we can come get that. But we'll also, let's ask him if it's ready.
No, it's not ready yet. Give me a little more time.
Alright.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
Oh my god.
Yeah?
Alright, so there we have it. We're now stuck until we can repair Oswald's ship. Do that. Potion of Absorption plus 10 bonus versus crushing attacks, 2 electrical resistance. How many chapters are in this game? 6, I believe. However, in my professional estimation, this one right here is the longest chapter. So this is chapter 2. This area and the stuff we're about to do is large and in charge. And I think this is probably the spot where most people would probably, I don't want to say drop the game. Like, it's not like they're going to like rage quit the game, but this is a long, pretty arduous section of the game. And typically if you've played it, you've either stopped here or you stopped just after this part. So Act 2 of The Witcher, I guess. Alright, we got a frost dart. I'm just going to start storing stuff into the bag of holding immediately. Let's see. Oswald's Spellbook. This loosely bound tome appears to be one of the many spellbooks belonging to Oswald Fiddlebender. It contains the enchantments and components necessary to cast his mending spell as follows. Components: fresh spider silk, preferably extracted in the lab from a spider at the time of death. We've already also talked to Oswald about this. We talked to him about this back in Targos. A bottle of Thrim extract. Belladonna paste. The belladonna plant should turn into paste when exposed to the Thrim. A smidgen of iron ore. Most normal weapons should do. 1, no, make that 2 diamonds. And some wood, but only if the ship is badly damaged, in which case I would consider this. Assemble the components on the table in the airship, invoke the incantation, then wait a few days. Results should be forthcoming. Oswald, with invaluable assistance from Merrily. Alright, we already have a bottle of Thrim extract. This is the thick liquid is harvested and distilled from the glands of dead polar worms. It is the substance that helps keep the huge creatures warm in the desolate north. Drinking the liquid straight from the creature's body is almost always fatal, so alchemists attempt to distill the substance until it is relatively safe to consume. Even in its current state, however, it can still be deadly. So, you will take 8d6 fire damage, or you can, and it'll negate it if you can make a fortitude save at -4, but you will get 20 cold resistance for 4 rounds. Which is a lot, you know. You resist 20 of your 20 of the cold damage, and since we're in a frozen climate, that actually wouldn't be too bad.
Jordan.
But before we head out, I've been drinking a lot of water today too. Let me run and use the bathroom real quick, and I'll be right back. See you in like 30 seconds. Be right back here. Okay, let's head out into the frozen wasteland. See what we can find. Currently have some half plate. He's wearing studded leather. 5, got 4 plus 3 is 7. What does that mean? Studded leather is the same as half plate for him. So that full plate suit's definitely going to go to Terry.
What?
Let's head this way, see what's going on. We have the boring beetle nest.
Step right up. I've got plenty of death for everybody.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Alright, we have another boring beetle shell. Let's wait for one more. I think we can get armor upgrades for both Eslif and Atom Smasher. While we're waiting, I'm going to grab the wood.
Ready. Is that the best you can do?
That.
Die. And there's no escape.
I'll attack the beetle nest.
Yeah.
Oh, one more beetle made it out. Not off the top of my head, Terry. Alright, you stopped the boring beetles from attacking Oswald's airship. They've exploded. Boring beetle shell, and we have, looks like a bunch of Oswald's potions that were stolen.
I hear ya.
Terry's over encumbered, he can't move. All the stuff identified. Delay poison potion, potion of luck, minor elemental barrier, and then some arrows. I'm going to toss this all immediately into their respective bags. Hill Giant Strength and a Potion of Invisibility. Gems, potions, potions.
What?
Alright, let's pop back inside. Let's give Oswald this,
You don't have the gold?
let's give him the
Why, hello again.
boring beetle
Indeed,
shell.
I can make lightweight
We're gonna get a lightweight
most
field,
excellent.
a
It
light
shouldn't
plate
take
suit
long
of
at
field
all to
armor,
make. Check back with Indeed.
and then
I
we're gonna
can make
get
lightweight plate mail
a
in
lightweight
one
suit of
day.
plate
Most
mail.
excellent. It shouldn't take Indeed. I can make light.
And when they have one left over in case one of those was the wrong option.
Yeah, done.
Also head over here. Put some wood on the table.
Oh yes, I will do so.
What is as you wish?
Put my wood out all over the table. And then the bottle of Thrim extract.
I'm here.
So these are where you have to place the components for the spell.
Done. What can I do? I'm on my way.
Grab that. A few traps around here. Gonna take a sec to buff up.
What?
Speak.
Bark skin yourself.
I'm ready.
What you need?
You have my undivided attention.
Ready.
Okay, let's move out. Let's see what we got going on around here. that what he sounds like? He goes, Nacho, macho.
May the Yockel caress you in the abyss. I also be it.
You know what I'm gonna do?
Tell me what to do.
Yes,
These guys back up.
I am ready as always.
Oh damn, I hit Eslif. Blast him with those spells. BRB, okay.
Teach you milksops how to fight.
Elendar.
What?
I'll teach you milksops how to fight.
I'm listening. I will succeed.
Grab all these Yeti pelts off the ground. I think there's some more hidden. Maybe not. What is this?
I'm here. Watch me go.
Bunch of dead bodies.
All right.
You force this lock open. You successfully force the lock open. Got a periaptive wound closure, tending ivy, a bunch of potions. Elven healing wine, potion of healing. Send that all over here. Periaptive wound closure. This magical stone looks exactly like the same as the others of its ilk. Looks exactly the same as the others of its ilk. The person possessing it need never fear open, bleeding wounds because the periapt prevents them. In addition, the periapt doubles the normal rate of healing or allows normal healing of wounds that would not do so normally. Special while equipped, it will prevent ongoing blood loss from weapons that cause the wounding effect, and increased regeneration rate while equipped. It's a set of gloves. Let's give it, let's give it to Eslif. Remove disease. Okay, toss these in ye old potion bag. Okay, a book on tending ivy. An excerpt. I am simply an amateur when it comes to botany, but I dare say that I know my way around a patch of ivy better than the next man. Most botanists will attempt to tell you rules about how one should care for their ivy. Unfortunately, these bumbling buffoons haven't spent enough time researching all of the different types of ivy to learn their subtle differences. Why, just the other day, some fool on the hill told me that jangling bell ivy should be planted in relatively moist soil next to blossoming garters. As any ivy scholar worth his weight in dirt knows, blossoming garters require such a huge amount of water that one would drown the jangling bell just by tending to the garters. Moist does not mean soaked. I ask you, what will it take to educate these comical jesters of the scientific community? I don't know what relevance this has. I wonder if that'll fit in our scroll case. Do books count as scrolls? Nope, wrong island side. Rip. Have our sorceress hang on to that.
Yeah, done.
What is
These
it?
wood piles are trapped.
Yeah? Not a problem.
What do we got going on here? We have Beodwin and Beodwin's followers. It's kind of look like the dead bodies over here. Well, actually, maybe not. Well met, my friend. I'm Beodwin. I traveled across most of Faerun and have decided to take refuge here for a while. I pay for my travels with goods I acquire. Would you like to examine them? We're looking for a way to fix our airship. Do you have any supplies that could help? You're free to look through the items I have. Well, let's see what you have for sale. Okay, we got just a vendor hanging out over here. Ooh, he's got a spear +2, boots of stealth, ring of knowledge. Bardic Horn of Valhalla. This horn was created by the respected bard of a now dead Reghead barbarian tribe. The bard was called Beogen, and his songs are sung by many of the northern tribes. He carried his horn with him when he observed many titanic battles. The chief of his tribe gave him the instrument with instructions to blow it if he was ever in mortal danger. Beogen, too proud to ever call on his tribesmen for help, he was killed in battle, the horn hidden under his cloak. Once a day, this horn will summon 2 to 4 berserkers who will attack the enemies of the user. That's awesome. Only usable by bards, it looks like. I'm actually going to pick that up. It's a lot of gold, but I think it's worth it. Nothing else here really to pick up. If I had some extra money, I might pick up these special bolts, but not right now. Also, this spear +2 wouldn't be bad. But we'll leave it at that. We'll hand this to him. And you know what? I think we can get rid of the Merry Shorthorn. So we already have the Book of the Deserving. Both do the same thing. We will sell off the Merry Shorthorn. See what you have for sale. We could sell it for $420. Blaze it. Alright, these guys say, "Well met, traveler. You look lost. Speak to Beodwin. I'm certain he'll take good care of you." What are you doing traveling in these foothills? We are simply following Beodwin. Someday he will lead us to Birith Mall. Birith Mall? Did I say Birith Mall? I meant, I have to go. Birith Mall. This large wolf's den appears to have been used recently. I want to play this game, but so much micromanagement. There is a lot of micromanagement. Let's see, who is Birith Mall? Birith Mall. It doesn't say anything. Say this large wolf's den is abandoned. All right. Can I look into it? Pardon me, but I strongly suggest that you keep your hands away from the vacant wolf's den, lest you draw back a bloody stump. It doesn't look recent to me, or vacant to me. It looks like it's been used recently. Oh, new WandaVision for sure. Have fun. Enjoy that. He says, "I store several items in there, constantly taking them in and out, so it's easy to see why you're confused." He'll just ask you to buy his wares again.
I hear ya.
Looks like nothing else to do here for now. Let's take a look around. If we took some damage. Some traps around here. This bridge is busted. Bridge is busted there.
What is it? I will succeed.
This looks like a cave-in or a snow-in.
What? Right then. I'm here.
What's happening here? Help, please. Who are you? I am yours, Captain. Please help. They're killing me. Who's killing you? Giants killing me. Help, please. Giants? What giants? Find them. Stop them. Where are they? I think they are to the east. They came upon me not long ago. They cannot be far. I must take my leave. Farewell. Captain Eurus says it looks like... Oh, they're throwing boulders over the mountains. Looks like a bunch of those follower guys. Let's try to head down and help them out. Ooh, spider. Oh, a bunch of spiders.
Attack now!
Oh no, she's poisoned.
Oh yes, I'm here.
Take a potion out of your bag.
Ready.
What?
I Say so. Is that the best you can do? Victory will be ours! Just like that.
Big heal on you.
I got places to go.
63 damage, damn.
I hear you. Die. What can I done?
These guys got some fresh spider silk.
Not a problem.
Yet another component that we need for the spell.
What?
Alright, I think giants are usually evil, so let's
Quit your blubbering.
buff up real quick.
Oi.
Your desire?
I'm here.
Are we now hopeful and protected from evil?
Done.
Roll in.
I'll watch me
Gublinka?
dead.
You have my undivided attention.
Toss a skull trap this direction.
I'm ready.
What is your errand?
Order you to protect me.
I am indeed.
Come on, cast skull trap. Go. Morian giants.
Ask politely, or you die.
Cast mold touch on this guy. Alright, he's diseased.
What?
Shoot. Oh! Cleave feet? They cleaved Eslif down? That's nuts. I didn't realize giants would have cleave.
Cannot go.
It happened really fast too. I didn't have a chance to use my potion. Alright, let's try again.
I am indomitable.
There we go. Lance of Disruption that way. We'll also cast a Skull Trap.
What?
Watch me go.
I shall see you to your grave.
Yes, I'll do it.
It's stuck. We can move over to that one. Nice. The rolls went better this one.
Is that all?
33 slashing damage from Terry. Let's go back and see if we can help this captain. Alright, we took care of those giants who were attacking you. Many thanks to you, friend. I would lift my body and clasp your hand were it not frozen to the ground beneath me. Alas, I am broken. What else can we do to help? I am too weak. My life is slipping. My wounds too severe for healing. So cold. Can't stop bleeding. Perhaps a potion of extra healing can help your wounds. Thank you, friend. I feel better, but my wounds, they are deep. They still bleed. I believe this periaptive wound closure might work. Thank you, friend. The pain is gone. My bleeding has stopped, but I fear my body and mind have been damaged beyond all hope. At least I can pass on in peace, and for that I owe you much. What happened here, Captain Yurst? I'm Captain Yurst of the Luskan Relief Forces. My troops and I were asked to rendezvous in Targos with Captain Mariner from Neverwinter, but we were stopped south of here by a huge wall of ice. Tell me more. The fires from our camp that night were barely warm when we were attacked. From the mountains swept wyverns led by a dragon woman. We've seen the dragon woman, and then they seized my soldiers and I, taking us towards an ice-carved temple. In flight, I struck the wyvern holding me and was dropped, saved only by the pack of wolves I fell upon. May the gods bless them. Pack of wolves, huh? That looks like humans. I've been lying here, trying to recover ever since, not to mention being a target for those infernal boulders. I see. By the gods, reinforcements are due to pass through these foothills any moment now. If they run into the traps left by the rangers and the druids living here, especially if they're as lethal as the one at the entrance to their home, it'll be a massacre. Reinforcements. This is one of the many things I've overheard in my near-death state. Why have those rangers and druids trapped the foothills? I cannot guess their motives, but I fear they do not stand with us. And as long as those traps are present, the reinforcements are in danger. Are you alright? I will soon be no longer. But listen closely. I have heard that something called an Andorra has a magical barrier. It is flawed in such a way as to allow safe passage to any creature that can resist Aurel's breath. Some of my gear may assist you in that regard. Farewell, my friend. Ugh. Climate change is why, that's right. Alright, Captain Yurst passed away. We can grab our periaptive wound closure back from him. Got a fire shield and a protection scroll. He's got some potions of extra healing. Oh, those are the ones we gave to him. We'll also take this broken weapon and the broken armor. I think that satisfies the iron requirement. Let's take all this broken stuff. The iron requirement for the mending spell. Its protection is protection from cold. So we got us a protection from cold scroll. And also a fire shield red. It'll reduce all cold damage taken by 50% when used. Are you working on that all by yourself? That. Dump those gems in there. Have a bunch of extra potions.
Ready.
Oh, you are 60% done? That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Alright, and those are what those traps mean. In my experience, these traps are not very potent. It's kind of there. So it's alright if we walk through them while we're at decent health.
Speak, Luskan.
If there are rangers and druids up here, maybe we can send our druid. Make peace with them. Odea Winterthaw, stand your ground. Nothing but death awaits you if you continue. Our airship has been damaged. We're looking for a way to fix it, and then we'll be on our way. Look elsewhere. These paths lead to Andorra, and your death should you persist. What is Andorra? Andorra is our home, and you are not welcome there. We are a community of Aurelians who simply wish to be left alone. The Frost Maiden demands that we let none pass through these hills. Auril? We had a run-in with a priest of Arl in Icewind Dale 1. She's the evil goddess of ice. Oh, you know, what can you do with Wizard Eye? It might be too overpowered to give your players a way to map out the entire area and show all treasure and and enemies that await them. If we go around Andorra, will you let us through the Western Pass? No, your ship was brought down to prevent your passage. Andorra is the only way through to the pass, and you may not use it. It is the Frost Maiden's will. Even if you evade our patrols in our village, you will have to contend with a group of wild cultists and worse. Turn back now while you still can. Let's talk about something else. Ask your questions quickly. I cannot tarry here much longer. Have to do something. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, you said something about a cult. What cult? Many people and creatures pass through these foothills. Beoduin and his followers are a little of both, but I will tell you no more lest you are foolish enough to investigate his group. Investigate, huh? Alright, who are you? My name is Odea Winterthaw, second to Ilium of Andorra. I warn you, seek passage elsewhere away from these hills. Who's Ilium? Ilium is the leader of our village of Andorra, and I am the second in command. You are not welcome here. We only wish to pass through peacefully. Look elsewhere, okay. Why do you care where we go? Andorra's our home. Okay, who or what is Arel? She is the mother of cold and winter. My druids and I serve her in hopes that she'll spare the flora and fauna her breath typically consumes. Alright, if we stay away from Andorra, will you let us find the things we need to fix our airship? Alright, she just talks to you in a circle. Cold and danger, it'll ping when you're nearby, these sorts of things. That doesn't seem that bad. Okay, why can we not pass through? Okay, ship brought down. We're just going to say farewell. I'm just going to go walking around here and see what's going on. But Odea here is just mean mugging us. Chiseled into the stone archway is the barely visible word Andorra. This looks like their home. Taking a couple peeps. They have Aralite druids standing around. They have a bunch of wolves living with them. Kind of like den structure. You glance inside, see nothing of interest. Then you have a bunch of guards, a bunch of rangers just standing guard. Ready to rock. And here's the other side of the broken bridge. They really didn't want us in there. Ilium R. Grenor. Or R. Grenoir. I admire your courage, stranger. My name is Ilium R. Grenoir. You have invaded my home, and you shall pay dearly for your trespass. Wait, I have questions to ask you. I'm listening. You have any belladonna? Yes, but since it's quite scarce this time of year, it is neither available for sale nor trade. I have more questions. Can you tell me how to get to the glacier blocking the Western Pass? Yes, the path running through Andorra will lead you there. Okay. Did you cause my airship to crash? It was not our doing. Your pilot showed mercy in veering his vessel away from our home. In return, we will not disturb him while he repairs it. That's not what your friend says over there. Okay. Why are you here? Several years ago, we came from the south, near the hilt of the Sword Coast, traveling to this frigid land to escape the stench of humanity. It was here that Odea and I vanquished a filthy clan of Verbeeg giants abusing the land, and converted their camp into this hamlet, Andorra. What do you have against humanity? Long ago in the groves of Cloakwood. Ooh, Cloakwood, you go there in Baldur's Gate, I believe. Myself, a mere child, a horde of savages washed over our land, killing our men, enslaving our children, burning our homes. and our women. This is the world that Odeya and the others were born into. I vowed to never let what their parents endured happen to them. Okay. May we safely pass through this area? By Arl, no, you may not. If you attempt to take this pass by force, you will fail. Well, why do you worship Arl? Odeya and her druids worship Arl, and I am their sworn protector. Sometimes one must deal with a Baetizu to defeat a Tanari. Sometimes one must claw through a beast's evil shell to reach the good held within. Sometimes that evil claws into you instead. It's kind of a weird roundabout answer. Okay, why are you here? Oh, I already talked to him about that. I think we've done every dialogue options. We've no more questions, but we still must pass through your town. I have nothing else left to declare. Our blades will speak for us now. Uh-oh. Help.
Elendar. How dare this thing strike at me?
I think Ezlef is dead. Help. Somebody run.
I hear ya.
Oops. We can call lightning.
What is your errand?
Call the lightning. Yes. There goes lightning strike. And she drinks a potion.
Ask politely. Is that usta erindi?
And there's no escape.
Mold touch them. Oh, sure. You know, as many of these D&D video games I've played, I've never played an actual, like, pen and paper D&D game.
Ignore it. What is it?
You have my undivided attention.
Ooh.
I await your instructions.
Let's see what you
Looks like I'm gonna have to go on a
What
killing
can I do?
spree.
speak.
I am indeed.
Oh, Odeya Winterthaw is no longer a panther.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, she's stunned. Nice.
What?
You will suffer greatly.
Death to the enemy.
Oh my gosh, everything's exploding. Odeya Winterthaw dead, right?
I'm here. Is that all?
That's unfortunate it had to go this way.
Is that all?
At your service. So be it.
I guess we'll accept the outcome there. So I do know that there is a... I think if you have some sort of conversation skills, you can sort of bargain with them. But I didn't get any options to do anything like that. He just said F off and...
Order you to protect me.
Oh, takes a 22 electricity damage from Odeya Winterthaw. I guess she had a call lightning spell up as well. Right, potion. Just has a masterwork sling, but we don't need that. Elixir of health. Have you drink that? Actually, no, that's fine. We'll toss that in the potions bag. The Nature's Vengeance we will put on. It's only usable by a druid. We will read what's going on with it soon.
Yeah?
But have her
Darn.
grab the druid
I hear ya.
cloak. There is a scene though, if you start trying to If they start like agreeing with you and saying, oh, you know, I guess we can let you through, no big deal, the dragon woman, Sharon Call, will appear in a cutscene and then kill Odea Winterclaw as a violation for them even thinking about helping your party out. And then, as you can imagine, actually it wasn't very clear, but she was the mate of that other elf we were speaking to, and he will be not very happy about her dying, and will blame you for it. So you have to fight these guys regardless.
Markel the Great.
Hi, how are you? Nice to see you. How's it going?
What?
Okay, let's see. Buff that, buff that. I have nothing left to declare. Our blades will speak for us now. What I'm gonna do is cast freaking skull traps at him until he's dead.
What'd you want? I suppose I got some time to kill.
And he's stunned. Nice.
I'm ready.
Actually, he doesn't need to switch.
What?
Have our archers
What you
pluck
may
this
need,
guy down.
lady. Arr.
There he goes, Ilium Argrenoir. Finally, to make it through this gate, you need to have somebody who's going to be able to live the breath attack. So I think our rogue will be able to do that, because he evades the effects of Cone of Cold. So it is just a Cone of Cold spell, and our dope-ass rogue just evades it because he's hella fresh.
I'm here. I am
There's no escape.
indomitable. Not a problem.
At your service.
What'd you
Try to
need?
take this archer down. He used evasion. Although it was a spell, so it's more like Cloak of Shadows.
What is it?
Oh, hello.
Ready.
As Eslif arrives to the stream, so does his call Lightning arrive and just absolutely bop this nerd. Just shredded him.
Oh, I'll die if you make me.
This guy's shooting out from the
Looks like
window.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
have to go
shoot
on a
back.
killing spree.
So this area was also partially the reason I picked that, on a couple of our characters, I picked that Heretic's Bane perk, which gives us +1 to attack and damage against divine casters, so clerics, druids, and rangers. This entire area, once again, I think this is the longest chapter of the game. This entire area is filled with divine spellcasters, just chock full. And throughout the rest of the game too, you definitely run into clerics and ranger or divine spellcasters. It's not like they are absent from the game at all. But this chapter in particular really helps. Come over here into their little house. Oh, this trap sprung and kill that.
will caress you in the face.
A little
I know
fire
that
and lightning should
Show me a target and I'll smash it.
We'll kill this thing. Here we go.
What?
And
Not a problem.
if you're not using like the highlight containers thing, you might miss this a bunch of treasures in here. We'll go around in a circle and grab all this goodies. Grab all these goodies. There's one of the diamonds we need. Bunch of good bolts. Got a potion of clear purpose. Clear porpoise. There we go.
I'm here.
I'm here.
Your desire. Very well.
Oh. We're getting attacked. Ow. That's a chromatic orb right back and stun him. That's what you get. Fire and arrows that are sorceress.
Ready. Right then.
Alright, here we are on the bridge that overlooks it. Boy, do you have another rant. Alright, we'll go.
Yeah?
This will be a chat rant this time. Alright, and that is the village of Andorra taken care of. Right here.
I hear ya.
I think Terry should be able to come up here. Do that. Let's get these all identified. Potion of Clear Purpose. Very few of these potions were ever manufactured, and the methods by which they were has been lost. Created during the times of Netheril for the upper echelons of the churches, these potions would strip 1 of fortitude and an increase in priestly abilities. So you get Constitution -2, but Wisdom +1 permanent. Could give that to Eslif for a quick bonus to Wisdom. Or Terry, he's got some extra Constitution to spare, but I don't know if I want to do that. We'll think on it.
Watch me go.
You put that back.
What?
Lucky bastard.
There's still a... Oh my gosh, Call Lightning is still going on. Just randomly got hit by lightning and died. That's... amazing, question mark? Oh shit. I think our quick save... Oh, I shouldn't have quick saved. Or I shouldn't have loaded. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, I'd have to do these fights. I should have just gone and resurrected Joffrey. That was my bad. I think there's a healer around here. He could have resurrected him.
Watch me go.
Yeah.
I suppose I got.
Let's see what you sods have got done and done.
Monsters to kill.
What? Right then.
What'd you want?
Aye. What you be needin', matey? Arr.
Fine.
Is that the best you can do?
It sounds like it's, I don't know, would a different, I guess a different class would have been more successful for you. Maybe it was just extra hard being a wizard.
Watch me go. I'm needing a healer.
Oh, protect against alignment. I'm assuming those dragons would be evil.
Ready. Is that the best you can do? Yeah? Not a problem.
Pick up the stuff. Oh, regardless of alignment. It's just part of the spell making you immune to fear. That is kind of weird.
Consider it done. I hear ya.
Consider it done.
Death
Sarklin,
tonight
attack
can't
now!
Die. Not now. No.
May the
Come here,
Yochlor
you
caress you in the abyss.
Easy as goblin pie.
Oh, why is there another ranger in this spot? Got all that. Take my crew back here and then probably rest, see if we can get rid of that call lightning.
Aye.
Save.
What?
There we go. All that lightning should have bubbled up and dissipated harmlessly.
I'm here. Easy as goblin pie.
And now, while we're waiting for them to walk, we will try and... Where'd she go?
Right then.
Did fear like impact your ability scores? Could that be it?
Ready. Yeah.
There we are. I guess everybody's too far away from each other. Oh no! Who are these people?
I await your
I wonder, how did these guys get here?
Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
This isn't even, oh my gosh, this isn't even an accessible area. They're stuck on the, oh gosh. Are you kidding me?
I hear you.
Look,
I gotcha.
there's no, they go in here, they're stuck on a roof. I've never had this happen. My characters are stuck on a roof. They're supposed to have come out of this cave. They're supposed to go down this cave and come out of this cave. And for somehow they got stuck on this roof. When I get to playing Neverwinter Nights 1, based on your suggestions, I'm absolutely going to be getting a fear immune amulet. Okay, we'll teleport up the stairs and then down together again, maybe? Nope.
I'm here. Easy as goblin.
Have 3 go down at a time. That's something that can happen. Yep.
What? What'd you need?
Oh, yes.
Done.
And then now these 3 down at a time.
Right then.
There we go. Now we're all back together.
Ready.
Now let's all run back to Oswald's ship. Identify some stuff on the way there. Sure Strike arrows. Treated as having a +5 enchantment for the purpose of hitting creatures that require magical weapons to hit. Also have Hagnan's Folly. So let me store all this stuff. Then we got a couple magical items we're gonna want to read here soon. Put that in the gem bag. Those over there. These 2 are barred. Potion bag. Lots of extra healing potions, which is good. We'll still think on this potion of clear purpose.
Yeah?
You can either be really broken or OP or too weak.
I hear ya.
Let's pop in here.
Why, hello again. Can I help you with anything else?
Can you do anything with this
Absolutely.
Yeti pelt?
I can make clothing thick enough to ward off this winter chill. Would you like boots or a cloak? Perhaps a scarf or hat? Are gloves more to your liking? It'll take some time, though. A half day at most. And a few hundred gold.
Alright, we'll actually have him
Most excellent. It should
make like one of
absolutely.
each.
Most
Pair of
excellent.
boots.
Absolutely. Most
gloves,
excellent. Absolutely. Most
hats.
excellent. Absolutely. Most excellent. It shouldn't absolutely. I can make clothing thick enough.
Most excellent. Absolutely.
I will succeed.
Alright, and we'll also put the wood here. Wood, spider silk, iron, 1 diamond, and the belladonna paste. I think we're just missing the second. Just missing the second diamond. We got spider silk, thrim extract, belladonna paste. We have the belladonna plant there, iron, 2 diamonds, and some wood. So we just need 1 more diamond to fix the ship. What we're going to do now, though, is we're going to sleep for 3 days and grab this gear and stuff that he owes us.
Why, hello again. Can I help? Yes, 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 yes. Here it is. Mighty fine craftsmanship, too, if I do say so myself.
Okay. Yes, yes. We have the quarter weight field plate. Oh, we got a full plate mail. Actually, this full plate mail is perfect. Quarter weight field plate and quarter weight half plate. Heavy armor, heavy armor, heavy armor. Actually, I should get another suit of that full plate. Actually, don't. Eslif does not have the proficiency for this, I don't think. His armor penalty is, oh my gosh. Wearing that armor gives him a -7 armor penalty and a -1 attack roll. That's insane. For this stuff, we'll start spreading out, actually. The wolf, so the winter wolf hat gives you +1 charisma. We'll give that to old Joffrey here. 20 charisma. Rest of the stuff we will spread out. Cloak here, scarf there, boots. Let's go boots. Scarf. It's already 1 cold resistance. Gloves. You can't use the scarf. Gloves. Hat and a scarf for a sorceress. Cold resistance. Skaboots, that's right. Terry, how many episodes did you say it was? Like how many total? Wait, quarter weight. He's not gonna get, he doesn't have an armor penalty, does he? No, he does not. There will be 9, okay.
Why, hello again. Absolutely.
Yeti pelt,
I can make
give me a
clothing
cloak.
most excellent. It
This
should
boring beetle
indeed.
shell, give me
I
another
can
suit of
make
full
most
plate.
excellent.
And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Why, hello again. Yes, 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 yes.
Yes, 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 yes. Full plate armor for Adam Smasher as well. Give him the Yeti cloak. There we go. What spells are inherent? What would that mean in the context of Neverwinter Nights
Why,
1?
hello again.
Alright, let's go investigate these guys being suspicious. What are you doing out here, buddy?
Okay.
Items, you know the way. Western Pass. Just says all the same stuff.
I'm here. Is that all?
Yes, yes, here it is. Alright, buddy. Alright, are you where you set up your camp around a wolf's den? Oh, well, I mean, of course I'm aware of it. Don't be alarmed. It's been vacant for several moons, and I use it to safely store my wares. It doesn't look vacant to me. It looks like it's been used recently. Also, based on your your holy symbols, it noticed you worship Malar, so I think you're lying to me. My followers and I have rather peculiar knowledge of what we would rather, that we would rather not share with outsiders. Please forgive us if we are not forthcoming to the uninitiated. I am a religious person, says Terry, so I cannot convert to your beliefs, but I would like to hear what they are. I'm sorry. We have been persecuted in the past for a mistaken association of our beliefs with those of Malar. On the surface, Malar and Zamok the Destroyer look similar, and the fifth house of the Blood Moon seems... Oh, forget it. They worship somebody called Zamok the Destroyer. We can tell him Die Cultist. Which I think we'll do in a sec, but we need to... We actually don't need to do anything with him. What we're going to do is tell him Die Cultist. Die Cultist. Because of that.
Behold my glorious form as a true werewolf. How I despise resorting to such trickery, but the threat of extinction warrants desperate measures. Unlike myself, my disciples can only change form at night, but they'll rend your flesh just the same.
You exposed Beodwin's deception and true form as a werewolf. So there are a couple ways to expose him with that. I think you can trick him with circular knowledge, once again, if your character has some form of a dialogue skill like diplomacy or something like that. Or if your character is a paladin, your paladin will just smell the evil resonating off of him and tell him, hey, you got something going on. You better fess up right now.
People have sought me throughout all of Faerun just to receive my gift of lycanthropy. Yet others condemn it as a curse. You could have passed by without ever coming into our lives. Now I'll have to tear you apart.
I hear ya.
Bop his follower right there, literally, make him explode.
Teach you milksops how to fight.
I think he's technically a greater werewolf, so he's immune to piercing damage.
Yeah.
What is it? I'll handle it.
At least from our basic arrows right now. He also resists slashing damage by 15. So let's cast some spells at him. Let's try a magic missile and then a chromatic orb.
Oi.
Speak.
Sun scorch him. Oh, he's held with the chromatic orb. Perfect.
What? Logan, I'm on my way.
Our barbarian seems to be the only one able to do enough damage to kill him, and he did indeed.
Right then.
I suppose I gotcha.
So when you attack him, all of his guys will come back and start attacking you.
Victory will be ours!
Just kidding.
You have my undie as you bid.
Oh, he has a resurrection scroll on him. We can actually probably hang on to that just in case something happens. Look, now it's snowing. Yeah. So our rogue is now confused and has animal rage.
Ready.
Rawr. We'll dispel him though. Easy peasy. Alright, let's head back to Osvaldo's shop.
I hear ya.
Actually, do
Have
we?
a look around.
I don't think we need to go back to him. We don't have anything else for the ship yet. We're actually done with this area for now. We just need one more diamond. So we'll just keep an eye out for that last diamond. Toss the gems in, toss the scroll in. All this armor in here too. Alright, while we're waiting for him to walk over there, we have Hagnan's Folly. This heavy crossbow was named not by its dwarven designer, Hagnan Odestone, but by his wife, Miriena, who was responsible for stringing the crossbow with dragon gut and then checking its aim and speed of fire. There was apparently no love lost between the couple, and their arguments on everything from maintaining the home to maintaining the accounts were legendary within the clan halls. Shortly after... I gotta sneeze. Shortly after, Hagnan was...
Surely you can do better.
Shortly after Hagnan was crushed to death in the Great Quake of 1275 DR, Hagnan's wife proceeded to lay her husband's name and backlog of uncompleted work to rest by finishing the last of a series of enchanted weapons that still lay in Hagnan's workshop, cursing each one with Hagnan's name. After finishing the last of his weapons, Miriena apparently left the Dwarven clan home and traveled southwards, gladly ridding herself of the Odestone name and creations. Among Hagnan's other creations is a light crossbow that also bears his name. It has been sighted within the north on many occasions. So we'll give this to... It's one better. It's essentially a heavy crossbow plus one. And we'll have it over to Joffrey. Let's hear that sound. It's a Darkest Dungeon version of it.
Send this one to journey elsewhere, for we have need of sterner stock.
We have need of sterner stock. Alright, and before we forget, we did not read this one yet. Nature's Vengeance. The Avengers are members of a special sect within a druidic order. They are devoted to fighting those who defile nature, and these cloaks were sometimes worn by members of their sect when embarking on their crusades against those who had inflicted grievous wounds upon the land. It is reported that several of these cloaks were worn by druids who followed the trail of the Dark Horde many long years ago during their attack on the elven fortress of the Severed Hand. Oh. The Horde had felled many trees and laid waste to vast sections of the north while building siege engines, and the Avengers declared war on them, attempting to turn the power of nature against its attackers. That's a typo there. Although the Avengers were eventually slain by an orcish clan along the spine of the world, their cloaks remain and occasionally resurface across the north. When worn by a druid, these cloaks have a chance of cursing any enemy who dares commit violence upon the wearer. It has stayed in the hand of many a foe, only to have them die with an Avenger's blade in their throat. So it's a 10% chance of inflicting the spell Bane whenever the attacking enemy successfully hits the wearer of Nature's Vengeance. Not super powerful, but pretty good. Oh no, it's Marvel. Old games have no typos. That's right. I would say this game is better than most. I haven't noticed any except for that one so far. Maybe there's been one or two more.
I'm here.
All right, let's continue forward. And here we are. We're at the entrance to the Ice Fortress. Fuzelan says, "G'day." Ogyama of Uthgard says, "G'day."
Any idea what's going on with the High Priestess Oriah wrapped up tighter than a mummy at a necromancer's love fest? I heard she bashed some poor shaman's skull in with a staff, just 'cause he brushed her in the hole.
Some mercenary group from Luskan's been making a mess of things from here to Targos. In fact, all three sisters are restless. Targos? Sweet Ice Dawn. You don't mean them ones from that crashed airship? Or the ones? Them's the ones. According to the winds of gossip, they're gods or something, led by a hatchet knave named Terry of the Wudini. How many are with them? They must be leading an army to have come in this far. Only 6 from what I hear. Or nah, only 6 from what I hear. This glacier's the last thing blocking the western pass. We mustn't fail. Cap Kapam. Boom. Damn, am I good or what? Master of Locks. Hey, you there. I'm a bit turned around. Would you happen to know the way to the foothills? Yeah, we just came from there. Well met. I'm Adam Smasher. Who are... Adam Smasher? You sure took your time getting here, didn't you? Nathaniel said you'd rescue us, but the Master of Locks waits for no one. Nathaniel? Yes, he's being held prison on the first floor of the Ice Temple. Hoping you would rescue him. Try not to fail like those other heroes, am I right? I'd love to stay, but talking to you and escaping from crazed Auralites are mutually exclusive events, so... There he is! Get him! Auralite Postulant says, it's them, the ones we've been warned about. Aural, let us serve you in victory or die in failure. Here we are. Ogamia of Uthgard and Fuzelan, along with the Auralite Postulant. All in a big old fight here. I'm going to actually cast us a song. We play you the song of our people.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can stun one of these barbarians. There we go, stun that one.
To the enemy. I split you in two.
Blow that one up. Oh my gosh, we got a whole barbarian clan out here. So let's fight barbarians with barbarians.
Yes, Jabu.
Getting attacked by this. Mold touch one of them. There we go, we diseased that one. Oh, smash these barbarians. Smash this last postulant. Ooh. I don't know why they were so focused on Eslif. Maybe they have a favorite enemy of druids. Or with druids. Unidentified axes. Identify all those. We have the Aurelian Ice Axe. This appears to be a normal hand axe, but is made completely from ice. It bears the snowflake in lozenge symbol of Aurel. So yes, this is exactly exactly the same as a normal hand axe, but the damage type instead of like physical damage is actually cold damage. But Terry's axe is already better, so we'll just toss these here in our trusty bag of holding. Gems and gems.
I hear ya. Is that all?
If we can get through here. This locked door is made of ice and indented with Arl's emblem. Alright, so we cannot get through these locked doors. Have to explore around. Fortunately, we have that regenerating stone. Target arrows. These are extremely well-made arrows, crafted by the finest fletchers for the purpose of competing in tournaments. Arrows of this type are designed for longer flight and increased accuracy. Unfortunately, they lack any kind of ability to penetrate armor or thick hides. It's kind of a neat little gimmick there. You'll be able to interrupt spell casts, I guess would be the best use of the target arrows. But for the most part, you're probably better if you, like we already have a pretty good archer, just keep them with regular arrows. And use these barbarians as meat shields, kind of. We move up. Oh, shoot. We have a Doom Guard there, but he's not upset, and we have a Remmerhaz. These guys can be rough. 31 bludgeoning damage on the barbarian. Hope he just one-shot both of those barbarians. The protrusions on the back of this Remmerhaz flare up as if lit by flint on steel as you draw near. Ideally, oh my gosh, we could kill him before he does too much damage. As you can see, what did he do? 30? Was that 35 damage to Terry with one shot? They also drop more of the Thrim extract in case you didn't find the earlier ones.
I'm ready.
Take out our ranged weapons on our fighters. So these guys decide to stand up there.
Yeah. Victory will be ours.
Hit him with, or hit us with Holy Blight.
Quit your blubbering.
How far did I get on my priest? Level 57 and a half. There we go.
I hear ya.
Hey man, these guys can take some arrows. There we go.
What is your errand?
Take out your melee weapons.
What?
Yep, sure am. Alright, I have some hide armor here. I think that's what the barbarians drop. Hide armor is made from multiple layers of leather armor. Though stiff and hard to move in, it is relatively simple to make and provides a good barrier against cold weather. It is most commonly seen on the warriors and huntsmen of the northern barbarian tribes. I guess you could technically farm infinite gold by resting and then using your Barter Corner Valhalla, killing the barbarians, and then selling their hide armor. But this stuff sells for like 5 gold a pop. It'd take you a million years to do it. More Thrim extract.
I'm here.
There's some people stomping in the snow. This appears to be a Neverwinter soldier, literally frozen to death in his tracks. All of these, this appears to be the leader of this group of Neverwinter soldiers, literally frozen to death in his tracks like his companions. Clutched in his hand is what faintly looks to be a medallion. Poor Neverwinter soldiers, part of the reinforcements there. That were headed to Targos are now frozen dead here. Head up this way.
Ready. Is that all?
Note here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Okay, there we are. We got Zach Boozenberry's note. There's somebody who's like burned to death right there. Maybe that's frostbite. We have Araya's note. Zach Boozenberry's note. Someone with small fingers hastily wrote this note. It reads as follows. Help, stuck, dark, can't get out. Z-A-C-K. Okay. And we have Araya's note. It's difficult to tell, but this badly burned note was carefully written on a piece of fine parchment. It reads as follows. Thagro, once you've read this message, distribute it to your workers. The queen has been acting strangely as of late. I believe her mating season may be approaching. Ergo, from now on, keep all males away from her until further notice. Have her guard the blockade if you'd like. Regarding the males, keep training them to dig through the ice. We'll need to excavate larger areas while Nicodemus regains his strength so he can build legionnaire outposts. Always remember to keep them well rested and well fed, otherwise they'll be useless to us and may pose a serious threat. Feel free to train one of them to attack or follow you if you need it. You need a protection. What's going on? Oh shit!
I'm here.
We're getting attacked. Intrusion's flared up. Oh shit, he's about to kill Terry. Run, Terry, run. Whew. That was a close one. Look, his little green blood can be spilling out. Extract. That makes more sense. If you're dying, you won't be able to write that much. Unlike the 3 full sentences that I found in a crypt written in that person's own blood.
Yeah.
That takes a lot of dedication to write a ton of sentences in your own blood. You got to keep going back, wiping it, and then wiping it on the wall. Alright. Feel free to train one of them to attack or follow you if you feel in need of protection. Furthermore, my delicate crystal golems are rather expensive and are not sources of your amusement. If I catch any of your frost touches launching rocks at them again, you'll have to answer to me personally. One last thing, stay alert. According to Sharon Call, those Malorite bastards failed us at the Shangarn River, so opposition may strike at any moment. In Arl's name, Oriah. Will those fit in the scroll thing? No, they will not. Fill my quivers.
I hear ya.
Alright, but everybody's here has a level up. So let's level up to level 8. Level 8 cleric. Let's go with we have 19 wisdom. Let's go with an even 20. 20 wisdom. For old Terror Bear. Level up here. Level 4 barbarian. $22 strength for our barbarian. And level in intimidate. Okay. Level up our bard. 20 charisma. Concentration, use magic device. Level 3 spell. Let's do... Creature affected by slow loses an attack per round. -2 attack, -2 AC, -2 damage, -2 reflex, and just half speed. Oh. And it's a 20-foot radius on slow? That actually might be good. So what emotion fear? Imagine sticking somebody in slow in the middle of web. It'd be rough business. But emotion fear... We already have confusion. Emotion despair. Actually, let's get slow. Slow seems cool. Here we'll get another level in rogue. 22 dexterity on that. Hide. Move silently. Search. Open lock. Disable device. Okay. And level 8 sorcerer. 20 charisma on that. Concentration. Spellcraft. Alright, level 4. Get Ice Storm. Well, actually, lots of good stuff. Ooh, Stone Skin. Actually, Stone Skin is kind of overpowered. The subject gains a damage reduction of 10 to +5. It ignores the first 10 points of damage unless you're attacked with a +5 or greater weapon, but +5 is the maximum. I will tell you right now, it prevents 10 points per level up to a maximum of 150 points. I'll tell you right now, I don't think anything has a +5 weapon, not at least until the very last area of the game. So I think we do pick up Stone Skin. It is super potent. Let's get another level 3 spell. Mistcast Magic would be cool. Exaltation. Pagan. Let's actually pick up a Glyph of Warding. And then for level 4 spells, we will grab have Mighty on their weapons. What does Mighty means? In this context, what does that mean? Inflict critical wounds would be cool. Means your strength adds to damage even on ranged weapons. Ooh. I think Neverwinter Nights 2 does. I don't think Baldur's Gate or Icewind Dale do, because I think that's baked in. We get and do Defensive Harmony. As far as I know, so look, my weapon statistics right here. Strength +4. So strength is already a bonus to your melee weapons, but not ranged weapons. Ranged weapons, you do not have that. In that case, dexterity helps with your chance to hit. Alright, we leveled up. Got another thing of Barbarian Rage. Gonna continue on, but we should probably heal a little bit. Yes, in this game, your strength bonus, it's dexterity to hit, strength to damage, but strength will help with missile weapons, which is darts and slings. So if your character's strong, they can throw darts harder, and it will help with their sling damage, which is why my backup ranged weapon for my barbarian is actually a sling. Let me do a magic circle against evil.
Ask politely, or you die.
And then Barkskin.
What?
Have us
Oh yes, I'm here.
mirror image.
I'm here. Easy as goblin pie.
No, in this game you typically have like the bow itself will sometimes do like extra damage. So like this one is damage +1 and attack bonus +2. But where your extra damage and stuff will come from are your arrows. You have special arrow types. We have arrows +2, attack bonus +2, or we have stuff like these keen arrows, increased chance of scoring a critical hit, or these target arrows, which is a +2 attack bonus, but will do less damage in general. So it's stuff like that. But I believe I remember, I've never had like a bow using character in any of my playthroughs in Neverwinter Nights 2 because I was, spent all my time playing spellcasters. But
What'd you need?
I instead, I read online that somebody said that you can have Mighty in there. All right, this is a small shrine to Auril, the Frost Maiden, the fickle, vain, and evil goddess of cold. Disturbing the shrine or the offerings to her it contains may very well rouse her anger. Yes, indeed. And the game is nice enough to give you one of these. Everlast Arrow. These arrows were enhanced through magical means when they were created. They appear slightly straighter than the average arrow, almost alive as they effortlessly leave your bow and streak toward their target with deadly accuracy. So note, other than the ability to return to its user, the arrow has no other magical properties. So this arrow returns to the user. It's the same exact thing as a standard, you know, these standard arrows, but it will return to you, essentially giving you infinite ammo. So what I'm going to do is actually just ditch all these arrows, taking up all my inventory space. And for her, I'll put these masterwork arrows on. Now they're pointing to the ground. All right. Ditch all these basic arrows. Actually give all these over to him. We have him hang on to these in his quiver till I'm ready to use them.
Success.
Gentleman Dapper, thank you so much for the host. I appreciate that. Hey, high five, dude. Thank you so much. All right, we got our arrows good to go.
What is the Usta Elendith?
Think.
Ready. Done.
How's it going, dude? I hope you had a great stream. As far as the Arcane Archer build, Ezlis, I don't know. Because I assume you're thinking you want to put some strength on your character, if it's going to be an Arcane Archer. Oh, short stream before work? No worries.
Yeah.
Here we go. Crystal Golem. These Crystal Golems can be tough too. So resist 15 damage, bludgeoning damage. Actually, the zombie is actually a really good tank for the Crystal Golem because they resist bludgeoning damage. The Crystal Golem itself, however, I think is mostly immune to slashing damage. Yeah. What we need is the bludgeoning damage from both the zombie and Ezlif. What I'm gonna do, see if I can. Oh, I can only cast Holy Power on himself. Oh, here we go. 26 bludgeoning damage from Ezlif, 20 damage bonus.
What is it?
I'm actually gonna have these guys stop shooting. I'll keep my archer firing because he's got infinite ammo. And, you know, if he gets a critical hit, that will help.
Tell me what to consider it done.
I'll have both these guys back up and use their ranged weapons, which are both bludgeoning.
I'm listening. I'm here. I am indomitable.
As long as we can make the attack. That's so funny. He doesn't take bonus damage from a sling bullet, but he takes extra damage from standard bludgeoning and 4,200 experience. Whew.
Speak.
We'll also put Terry in a sanctuary. If there's anything else over here, no, actually we are actually made it back to where this spot was.
Is that all?
I'm gonna dump these rocks out, which then crushes the ice block these Neverwinter soldiers were stuck in.
Is that all?
And drops an amulet on the ground, so we better go pick that up. First, let's grab this stuff.
What?
And while our party's running back there, we'll identify these things. Toss them in. So we just got some bullets +1. There's some bullets of wounding. 1 additional point of damage per round for 10 rounds. Which is actually why, so a bunch of these aura lights are equipped with that stuff, which is why they give you this periaptive wound closure. So stop ongoing blood loss from weapons that cause wounding.
Right here.
It was very nice of the game to do that for you.
Yes,
Have Eslif grab this up. The Aura Light Holy Symbol. So this medallion is made of pure ice and fashioned in the shape of Arl's emblem, a gray heraldic lozenge with a white border surrounded by a white snowflake.
Watch me go.
Now that we have that, these Doom Guards will approach the person with the amulet and start attacking them. They're essentially like ghost warriors, I guess. I think they come from all over the place. It's like a beacon, like anything.
Ready.
They'll just start walking at you, you know? Let's head back up here. Yeah, see? Come from all over the map and just approach the person who has the amulet and then turn hostile.
There's some bloody skulls.
Yes.
Actually should take our melee weapons out again.
I hear ya.
Let's see what you saw.
They give some good experience, but unfortunately do not drop anything.
Done.
Here's another one.
I'll teach you.
Now this one's like a boss, Versailles. But don't hit him. There we go. 700, and he drops. What is this? This is the Flaming Star +1. It's got the same description as a standard Morning Star, but this particular one is mounted with a golden head that has been magically enhanced so as to improve performance and escape the malleability of gold. Has plus 1d6 fire damage on it, which we'll give right over to Eslif. +1 fire damage in this place. It's going to be pretty solid.
Aye.
There we go. We can open the... You found a way to open the glacier doors? Spell resistance. That's why I gave her to Eslif. Spell resistance to the Ice Lance because she's a Drow elf. We're just gonna bank on the spell resistance in addition to the fact that she's holding the regenerating health stone. So even if she does take a little bit damage, she just heals it right up. There we go. We have Aocha and a bunch of deer. This deer examines you with huge brown eyes. It's certainly destined for the gullet of one creature or another. Can I use my animal friendship? Let's see, skills. Animal empathy. No? This deer does not give a shit. Alright. Aocha, this huge spider wears a narrow, barely visible leather collar, attached to which is what appears to be a set of light reins. As the arachnid is neither attacking nor scuttling away at your approach, it's safe to assume that the creature has been trained. Trained spider, huh?
What? Right then.
What is your Ilindith? Is that Usta Ilindith?
What is your Ilindith? Open that. Spell resistance. Pop that open. Look, another door.
I'm here.
So we opened up all those. Just have to come back down here. We've got one half of the glacier explored. Let's go to the other one.
Ask what you do not command me.
Oh. Spell resistance on that hold person.
Not a problem.
You have my undivided attention. Very well.
Ready. Easy as copper.
It's also pretty efficient to like assign one person to be the one who picks up all these bolts. Hello, anyone? BW? Anyone at all? Because they all stack. So they'll go into your inventory. It'll be cleaner to grab. All those. Organize there.
Yeah.
Someone's talking on the other side of this wall.
Speak. You do not command me.
Something behind this door prevents you from opening it enough to get through.
I hear
Alright, guess we
ya.
have to go around.
Right then.
Do some quick organization. All this stuff is the same stuff we've read before. Bullets of corrosive burst, stuff like that. Toss it all into the bag of holding.
Yeah. Rothy great.
Got it. All right. What?
May the Yoklol caress you in the abyss.
The abyss.
Jordan.
We'll wipe out that postulant.
Yes.
Did we already
it shall
grab this
be done.
stuff? Oh, we hadn't.
I'm easy as goblin pie.
Easy as goblin pie.
At your service.
Elendar, Ishta Usta Elendith. Quick Aluwe Ust.
Is that all?
Hey. Trying to stay on top of the inventory organization so we can avoid what happened in the Goblin Fortress. Everything was everywhere.
Ready.
Send him forward.
What is your Elendith?
That.
Oh yes, I'm here.
I'm actually gonna let me stone skin our zombie lord. There's a Queen Remmerhaz right there. So there we go. Zombie lord takes 27 fire damage from the Queen Remmerhaz, 20 damage resisted, and he was immune to the bludgeoning damage that is being thrown at him. Send this man forward as the tank he is.
I hear ya.
Shoot Bane down there.
Politely, or you die.
The rainstorm.
Have my undivided attention.
This Queen Remmerhaz is kind of stuck there. Oh shit.
I await your instructions.
Need your mirror image. I'm gonna get blown up by those. There we go. Mina blinded.
Speak.
Entangle them. Oh, damn it. I knew that was gonna happen. It's a matter of time before that thing does too much damage. He's firing off these super powerful orbs. Oh shit. Let's retry that. We should actually just probably rush it with melee instead of fooling around with the zombie lord and the spells. Get our barbarian in there, start doing some damage. Do beast claw.
Yeah. What'd you want?
What? Watch me go.
The queen's focused on the zombie. We get some good hits in. Almost dead. Oh, there we go. What we're gonna want to do is run back because you destroyed the blockade of ice and hard snow. Now there's no way to know this until one of your guys dies from something like that, but a firestorm happens the second you kill the queen. It does a bunch of damage to people in that area.
Ready. Not a problem.
But also, once again, Animate Dead is so powerful. It's doing 36 bludgeoning damage to these Auralites, and it has spell resistance for firestorms. I mean, that's just nuts. And now it took 25 damage.
What?
Yeah.
You have my undivided attention.
Finish this cross touch off. There we go.
Yeah. Right then.
Halt! Who goes there? Who owns the audacity to demolish our blockade? Speak or taste Lord Rengar's blade.
Halt!
Alright, we've come here on business from Sharon Call. Stand aside, Rengar. Bah! Your lies are more transparent than the walls around you. In both life and death has Lord Rengar ferreted out spies with more silvered tongues. And now this pass will be your grave. So I don't know what Lord Rengar is supposed to be. The way he speaks, it sounds like he's some sort of like... Maybe he's some kind of like blackguard, because he says in both life and death has Lord Rengar, so maybe he's like an undead knight of some kind. So that's what I'm thinking. Alright, well, it was worth a try. He will fight and do some spells, so we can back up.
Easy as goblin pie.
Oh, he had a casting failure. I wonder why. Oh, there's the ice storm. Holy baloney. That's what I was afraid of. That's why I tried to run away. I don't know why he failed his first cast, but he typically shoots off a fireball or something. Now we can fight him.
What'd you need?
Oh, look, there we go. So he did 9 slashing damage, but Terry was immune to his cold damage. So his weapon does like 1 cold damage, but if you have, you know, if you're wearing something like your Yeti skinned gloves, your 1 cold resistance is enough to, you know, hold it off.
Teach
Right
you
out. I've got plenty of death for everybody.
There, he exploded. We killed him so hard, his armor is broken. Although it says ancient armor, so this must be ancient armor. Alright, so ancient armor. This rusted set of armor must be centuries old. From what you make of it, it must have once been a magnificent set of plate armor. It's the game sort of taunting you. I got darts. Darts of wounding. All this. A long sword +2. Potions. If only we had any longsword users. Oops. Send all that over. Impact arrows +1. They do 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah? What is it? I hear ya.
Heal up a little bit.
What? What can I do?
Let's
I'm
move
on my way.
forward. Still use the zombie lord as our
I'm all right.
main thing. So you have the cult of the dragon necromancer. Dragon necromancers don't sound too good. They don't sound friendly.
Tell me what to do. I'll do it.
Let's go in here. Let's talk to him. By addressing me, is it correct to assume you wish to serve in the realms of the dead? No. Then I have wasted too much of my precious time on you already. If you do not wish to be added to my collection, leave at once. Oh, I don't know. High five for you there. That's how you do it.
I'm gonna consider it done.
No. So I guess you can tell these guys no, but you tell them yes. They say, then open your heart to let your trapped soul float freely, so that the cult of the dragon may employ the shell
No,
left
I
behind.
won't be doing that.
You tell them yes, and they just assume that means you want to kill them. Or you want them to kill you, so I'm not going to do that.
Attack now!
And they just freaking cast Skull Trap on themselves. Oh, fudge. And then we have these crystal golems again.
Elendar.
I hear ya.
What is it?
I am ready
I
as
suppose I got some time to kill.
How dare this thing! You're blubbering.
Gosh, it's doing a ton of damage. Run away. Focus on the zombie lord. Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Yes.
Ooh, Eslaf leveled up. Let's level her up. Level 7 druid. Concentration, wilderness lore, animal empathy. Now we can get level 4 druid spells. Oh, fairy fire. Effect has an armor bonus penalty of 2. That's what a racial ability is, but level 4 druid spells. What do we want? We got animal rage. This spell imbues the target creature with animal ferocity, +4 strength, +4 constitution, +20% movement, and +2 to all saving throws. They can be controlled normally unless they're inside of enemies. There's a 5% chance per target. Per round, the target will go berserk, attacking friends and foes. It's a little bit of risk versus reward there. We have Wall of Moonlight. Evil creatures that pass through the wall take 2d10 magic damage, and undead take 5d10. Thorn Spray. 6d10 to all creatures within the area of effects. Spike Stones. Flame Strike. Flame Strike's always a classic. Kind of tempted to do Flame Strike. Yeah, let's get one thing of Flame Strike. And Giant Vermin is all actually really funny. So this summons a small insect and then enlarges it to a giant size. The strength and kind of insect varies from caster level. You know, the higher level the caster, the stronger the insect that summoned. Excuse me. Eventually, you're summoning these massive rhinoceros beetles. They're absolutely massive. Like, annoyingly massive. Like, sometimes your party has to kill them because they're so big, they're blocking any and all movement. But this is a 30-foot long, 25-foot wide cone. Let's get Thorn Spray. Thorn Spray seems cool.
What?
And then now she can turn into a winter wolf.
Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
serve it as you want it.
Oh, I'll handle it.
Oh yes,
Okay, that chest is trapped.
I am ready, Commander.
Trap not disarmed, but oh well. Another scroll.
I'm here.
We can also turn this. I don't know what it does. We turned it and then something happened. I don't know what happened. It, like, flashed yellow for a sec. And we can't turn it again, so I don't know what that does.
Ready. Easy as goblin pie.
Flip it and reverse it. Like, turn it, flip it, pop it. Here we have you squeeze through the hole in the door and we're able to kick it open from the inside. So that's one way to get into the ice fortress, but not the way I want to go.
Yeah.
The game is kind enough to give you an alternate route inside.
What?
Here, we're going to want to set up a death hallway.
Ask politely or you die.
Go on.
Not a problem.
Oh, shucks.
All right.
Need to... There we go. Get these guys out here.
Your desire.
Speed.
What can I consider it done?
Yeah.
I'm ready to do adventuring and stuff.
What? Me go. I'm ready.
Very. Yes, Jabu.
Got a ton of snow trolls here. Okay.
Elendar.
Kill this troll with a sun scorch.
Very. Put your blue star. Service, I will do so. Oh, very well.
We cast that. I need an AoE fire.
What?
Okay.
I'll have you throw your fireball potion. There we go.
I'm here. Easy as goblin pie. Tell me I'll
Taking
do
down those dumb trolls. You dumb jerks. But we need some way to get this.
What is your errand?
Let me get this skull trap out of the way. I think it stays there forever until somebody
I'm listening.
triggers it.
What? I will do so.
I think if we mirror image and walk into it, it doesn't do anything. Yep. Just eats up one of the mirror images.
Ready. Right now.
I try to wait for the spike growth to go away. Should be almost done.
Yeah.
That is something that I do miss from. I think Baldur's Gate 2 has it, and I'm pretty sure that Neverwinter Nights 2 has it. They both have a spell that's like, it's like Gust of Wind and Zone of Sweet Air that just clears, you know, area of effect spells like that. And here we have a Remoraz. So that was what was laying on the other side of this door that was so, if anybody out there, I'm in here. So somebody's yelling at us to help them from the inside.
I I will succeed. I hear ya.
Actually, forgot our zombie was still here.
Yeah. All right.
Let's have our zombie go up and take the brunt of this initial damage.
Your desire.
Let's cast a skull trap on it. Aha. Oh, and there's Zach Boozenberry. What's up, homie? Phew! I tell you, BW, I was done for sure. My chance almost spent, and if I hadn't put that blasted worm to sleep, I... Oh. Pardon me. Why, hello there. Well met, I'm Terry of the Houdini. Zach's the name. Zach Boozenberry, cleric illusionist of Bear Von...
Hello there!
Cleric illusionist of Bear Von Wild Wanderer. That's perfect. He's a gnome too, like our guy from Wizardry 8. Have you... Excuse me for a moment. Aocha! 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 If you're Zach, then this must be your note. I wasn't sure what I was kicking, but that worm sure let out a good belch or two. Just enough for me to toss that note out. Happen to see a spider around here? Spider? Aocha, my mount, was lost when that worm was so rudely assaulted me. She's a huge spider, but I've tamed and trained her well. Gentle as a mouse she is. We found her. Thank you, BW. I think he's saying BW because that's the gnome god, Bear Von Wild Wanderer. Thank you equally, Terry of the Houdini. Where's my Aocha? She's in the northwest portion of this glacier. Aocha, come here, girl. Oh, I almost forgot. Fumbling around inside that worm, I hit upon a few items. Farewell. And then he just goes back and stands right here. Well, why, hello again, Terry of the Houdini. Can I ask you a question? Absolutely not. Just making it funny. Sure, what do you like to know? Do you have any belladonna? Why, yes, indeed I do. In fact, I kept some inside of my components pouch. Let's see. Oh, yes, here it is. Take it. It's the least I could do for your help. Thank you. Farewell, Terry of the Houdini. May Bear Von Wild Wanderer, or whatever gods you believe in, watch over you. Likewise. So, what are you doing here? A temple of ice has been constructed here, and I'm investigating it for personal reasons. I need to learn as many details about it as possible, so I'd welcome any information you would share with me. Alright, we'll let you know what we know when we know it. Until then. Okay. So he wants help with that investigation. I feel like we can, we should have enough information to tell him, but I guess not. Okay. How'd you get inside that Remoraz? I was meditating on my notes and didn't hear it approach. The next thing I knew, I was inside its belly in one disgusting gulp. Been in there for days. Notes? Okay, he just says same. He's investigating the glacier. Okay. I hit the mic. I'm really sorry if that was a loud noise or anything. Okay, so it attacked you for no... So it was trained to attack. I didn't hear its master give the command. Alright, so that's just kind of a little bit of background information that we know that these Rimmer has been trained to attack. But he also is a vendor. He's got a Ring of Protection +2, a Wand of Sleep, Boots of Avoidance, which are +5 versus missile weapons, a Warhammer +2 with 1d4 electrical, Morning Star of Thorns. Actually has some good stuff and a lot of spells. I will buy actually these Boots of Avoidance. We'd probably have enough for this Ring of Protection +2 if we sold a bunch of the items we had kicking around, but we don't need to do that right now. For these Boots of Avoidance, what we'll do is give them... Actually, let's give them to Ezlef, because I feel like Ezlef has taken some hits from the missile weapons. We'll give the cold damage there. Fortunately, these Entangle Boots aren't as useful as they once were. There. Bolts, darts, to Ring of Dexterity, through them extract Spirit Essence. Bring a dexterity roll hand right over to our rogue. Spirit essence. This valuable potion is made by capturing and distilling the spirits of trolls, normally only attempted by powerful necromancers and enchanters. The process results in a powerful healing potion able to instantly regenerate even severe wounds. So yeah, it heals 25 hit points. That's even stronger than our potion of extra healing. But we only have one of these, and we have about 1,000,000 potions of extra healing, so... store all these. Oh, our potions container is full. That sucks. And these gauntlets of weapon skill we will give to... It's an attack bonus of +1. We're going to hand right over to our barbarian. The more he hits, the more damage we do. Let's see these sewn gloves. Let's give them to our rogue. Second belladonna plan, I guess, if you missed that first one. But what we don't have is another diamond. I don't think he sells diamonds. I guess I didn't see it. Oh, actually he does. Never mind. Boom.
Ask politely. Alloué oost.
Ask politely. Bolts +1. Alright. I'm gonna put on a set of masterwork bolts for everybody.
Ready.
Masterwork arrows. Sleep here. I'm gonna come over here for the last section. If we weren't able to guess, your hint is kind of... So right here you can get into the ice temple, but sort of the only thing that's not uncovered, you can see the edge of it, is the front of the ice temple. Now with the resistance we've encountered so far, even from just the basic... From even just outside the glacier, there's no telling what we'll face. Well, I know. There's no telling what we'll face once we approach the front doors of it. So we have Aocha actually coming back to Zach Boozenberry down there.
What is taking care
We're going to send Joffrey up to do a little negotiating here right up front. Oh.
So you're the one who's been more trouble than a diva in the abyss. Throw down your arms and surrender. Insignificant thing. Your journey, however impressive, ends here.
So here we have Sharon Call, the half-dragon woman we saw before at Guthma's fortress. We would have seen her again one more time, like I explained with the druids out in Andorra. If you were able to convince them to let you through, she will appear and then kill one of the druids, which will make them not let you through. I also just noticed we have 1, 2, 3, 4 gold. That's pretty neat. But this conversation sort of goes in circles, so I may have to do a couple options over again. So who are you?
My name is Sharon Call, and I lead the Legion of the Chimera's forces in this region. However, I'll not fall as easily as my underling Guthma.
Right, so Sharon Call, lead the Legion of the Chimera. What's the Legion of the Chimera?
We're a growing army of outcasts that all of Faerun will soon have little choice but to reckon with. You should be fighting with us, not against us. But now you must pay for the sibling blood you've spilt.
So, like she says, the reason she says that is that, they're an army of outcasts. So they're looking, we couldn't see it before, but she's a half-dragon leading an army of like half-goblins, hordlings, half-demon, barghest whelps. The reason she says you should be fighting with us is because Joffrey here is a half-elf. So it's like an army of half-breeds, outcasts, that are fighting for their place in Faerun. Alright, who commands this legion?
Twin brother and sister Izzair and Medea command the Legion of the Chimera. From its capital, the Severed Hand.
The Severed Hand, another place we've been. We went there in Icewind Dale 1.
In unimaginable greatness, I am dragon.
Excuse me.
But in irrevocable shame, I'm also human.
Yes. In this universe, drow elves are considered, well, they are an evil race. They're an evil race that prays to an evil goddess. However, one of the more famous characters in the Forgotten Realms world is Dristo Urden. It's a famous series of books written by R.A. Salvatore. R.A. Salvatore, yeah. Yep, I've read a ton of those books. They're really, really fun. They're great. But Dristo Urden, his whole storyline is he is a drow elf who rejected his upbringing in the drow elven city. And he's actually chaotic good as opposed to most of them. I think most of them are lawful or neutral evil. They live in the Underdark. But because of the popularity of Dristo Urden, you have a lot of people who will play or role-play drow elves as good, or at least neutral. And it actually, because of his popularity, there's a, you know, they're one of the more established, or what's it called? The more played, more established races of Faerun. So there's actually a bunch of them, you know, running around, you know, merchant parties, adventurers, that kind of thing. Right, so tell me about your human side.
If only I could rip that accursed humanity from my soul. That day will come. Could our kind ever embrace our human sides? Or are we forever tainted?
I feel empowered by the diversity of my races, not tainted.
I've little of my mother's powers and heritage. Caught between two worlds and accepted by neither. My human anchor offers me nothing but normality.
I've little of my mother's powers and heritage. Does that mean her mother was the dragon? Or was her mother the human? Why are you here?
From the sea of moving ice to the high forest. From the highest peak in the spine of the world mountains to the deepest, most volcanic bowels of the earth. The legion of the Chimera will purge this land of those enemies who seek to deny the sovereignty of our nation.
Right, the speech. Do you command these Auralites?
I wouldn't dare make such a blasphemous claim. Only oral.
A very brave dwarf.
But they are bound to an agreement with my superiors, Izair and Medei. I'm merely here to make sure said agreement is not jeopardized by intrepid wanderers, Unquesafei, and Fortune.
You know, that's really funny, is that despite the prevalence, humans and dwarves are kind of like the main, like, good races of Faerun, right? You have a ton of settlements that are filled with humans and dwarves, cities that have humans and dwarves. Yet you only ever run into half-elves. You're never running into half-dwarves. You're never running into half-gnomes. You're never running into half-human, half-halflings. But there's half-dragons. And you can just tell her, I forgot the reason why you're here. Or you tell me about Izair and Medei.
Twin brother and sister Izair and Medei command the Legion of the Chimera from its capital, the Severed Hand.
You're telling me no human ever got drunk enough to take a dwarven lassie home? Those are slaving away in the shame mines. In Neverwinter Nights, my gnome cleric married a human wizard. Oh yeah, half-orcs. So humans are banging orcs, but they're not banging dwarves? I find that hard to believe. Yeah, I forgot the reason why you're here, but see, like,
Greatness.
Keep going on and on. How about this?
But in irrevocable shame, I'm also human.
Captain Urs said that a dragon woman attacked him. Were you the one who dropped him to his death?
A soldier such as he shouldn't have to die alone and with such dishonor. My swordsmen and I were safely delivering him to this temple when he gave struggle and unfortunately fell.
Okay, I forgot the reason you're here. And it just, it's
My name is Sheriff.
it's another circular, sort of circular conversation.
My necromancers have been using this temple's facilities to devise a way of destroying the human ichor that burns my veins, making me pure, as was meant to be.
So, that's another little thing. I've actually never done this part, talking to her with like a half elf. That's kind of interesting. They're talking about some new dialogue options, but excuse me, but how about this? Enough talk. But enough talk. How about you? Let's end this now.
What else can happen when an unstoppable force collides with an unmovable object? To the shores of war, then we shall travel, with valor as our greatest guide.
Include Pistol only standing up.
Oi.
Alright, she attacks Joffrey Beaver. I'm gonna summon some barbarians in front of us. Look at me, I'm a crazy frothing berserker. Ah! But they're all already badly wounded because of that frickin' lightning bolt.
Yeah, I'll handle it.
What is it?
Here's some sweet boss music. We have yet another choke point, perfect for web.
What?
Yeah. I am ready as well. Looks like I'm gonna have to go on a killing spree.
Knock the swordsman down, kill this barbarian warrior.
What you need?
As you can see, we're getting 131 experience for killing these barbarian warriors who are a little bit higher level than them now. It's just a shorter human, so they blend in. Right. It would just be like, I don't know, a human dwarf. A half dwarf would be like like Terry. I was gonna say they'd be like 4'10", 5 foot. It'd be like Danny DeVito.
What is it?
Okay. Let's come back here and buff up.
Consider it done.
Speak is the usta
Ready,
indi.
guard.
Yes, Jabuk.
Yes, Jabuk.
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna magic circle against evil.
Elendar.
We're gonna call lightning. Hopefully it strikes this postulant. And bubbles up, dissipates harmless.
I suppose I got some time. Places to go, monsters to kill.
So Sharon Call fled backwards like the weenie she is.
I hear ya.
But that's also part of the fight, so I'm gonna wait just a moment while this, since we're out of sight of the fight, looks like the fight temporarily ended. But we wait just a sec for the web to fade, because we don't want to run into the fight and then be stuck in our own web. Tempest calls for battle.
What?
And cast Bless on us. Player Musica.
Oh yes, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Right, there we go. So what actually happens at the outset of this battle is Sharon Call runs backwards. She has some barbarians covering her, and she stands at the top of these stairs. These stairs are covered by these levers, which we cannot have our rogue try to get up the thing. It says The lever at the top of the stairs has retracted them, leaving a slippery slope that you are unable to traverse. It looks like a good jolt could push the lever in the opposite direction. Yeah, half-halflings. So, you have to shoot the lever, which will then make it so this stairs actually comes down.
You will suffer greatly.
But the idea of this boss fight is that Sharon Call will run backwards and fly up, and then you're stuck at the bottom of these stairs having to contend with 2 range damage dealers, a whole bunch of barbarians, as well as Sharon Call raining spells down upon you. But if you back up and take out the adds, and then carefully make your way up the stairs, you can then fight Sharon Call one-on-one.
That's the best you can do. Ready. Tell me what to do.
We'll back up so we can get our barbarian in on this fight.
What?
What'd you want?
Cast some spells.
What is your errand?
Sharon Call, I believe, will also run and hit these things, these levers, so that you fall back down. Unless she's like absolutely engaged like she is right now. There we go. Blasted that nerd.
You have my undie set.
Right. And that is Sharon Call defeated. Right? She's got a couple cool items. Sharon Call. We got a chromatic orb wand. That's pretty cool. Put that there. Gem there. Potions full. Couple more fireball potions. Alright, we have the Potion of Arcane Absorption. Potions are typically found in ceramic, crystal, glass, or metal flasks or vials. Flasks or other containers generally contain enough fluid to provide one person with one complete dose to achieve the effects of the potion. So this is a permanent 2 magic resistance. We don't need to give that to Eslif because Eslif already has a bunch of racial like spell absorption. Spell resistance 18, so really good already on that. It would just be overkill. I think we give it to Terry. Permanent 2 magic resistance on Terry. And then we have this bad boy. Winged Blight. One of the best items in this game. Before we start reading that though, our call lightning is hitting these.
I await your as you will.
And before we go inside, we're first gonna want to
What, Jordan?
pick up all our items, and then we're gonna want to head back to Oswald.
I am ready. Yes, it shall be done.
And it actually looks like I messed up a little bit with our character build because I gave our barbarian great axe proficiency. I should have gotten him great sword mastery before now. Let's run back to Oswald, but I'll show you guys why. So here we have Winged Blight. This massive sword, presumably fashioned to be wielded by a person of great strength, is as elegant as it is repulsive. Though coated in metal, its blade has been reinforced with human bones. Furthermore, its hilt and accompanying scabbard have been stylishly made from tanned human flesh and skin. Little is known about the origins of this sword, but Mulhorandi aristocrats have passed its rumor from generation to generation. And we'll read it while we're walking back to Oswald.
Right then.
So, according to legend, whenever a human Mulhorandi woman gave birth to a girl after having been forced into slavery, she would, on the night of the first full moon, pray to the ancient pharaoh Tyresh for guidance. Hearing her prayers, Tyresh would send floating down from the heavens this weapon, originally no longer than a stiletto, and the woman would use it to severely disfigure her child. Once the deed was done, the weapon would enlarge slightly before floating away as gracefully as it had arrived. These marked children, now deemed undesirable by their male overseers, would be allowed to purchase their freedom, thus sparing them the horrors of slavery. The scars inflicted upon these children, those physical in nature at least, would eventually heal over time. So the sword does 2d6 damage plus 1, but the special is Bane. It's a plus 3 attack bonus versus humans and 2d6 plus 3 damage bonus versus humans. Considering you spend most of this game fighting humans all over the place, this sword is absolutely overpowered, and you can use this bad boy for a long, long time. If a half-dwarf mated with a pureblood dwarf, the offspring would be a pureblood dwarf.
Ready. Not a problem.
Let's pop back in here.
Yeah, is that all?
With the time in there. There you go.
I hear you.
We let Oswald know, hey, we fixed your shit.
Why, hello again. Yes, worse than ever before.
Can you repair the ship with your mending spell? I found its components.
Of course I can. I'll cast it right away. My mending spell takes a stretch of time to complete, so you won't see any changes immediately. I can already feel it working, however. I can feel it in my toes.
In my toes. Alright, while we're here, let's see. How big a deal you guys think 2 AC is? What if we just give Terry this great axe? Just 6 to 13 damage. Now he'll do 8 to 19 damage. Let's explore it.
This ought to do.
Hey, this isn't Cyberpunk.
Why does it say that? This isn't Cyberpunk. High five, dude. Thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Okay, everybody. Put these all away. I'm gonna keep our masterwork bolts on for now. Oh, the container's finally full. Alright. I'll have him use up these masterwork arrows, no problem. Okay. Got a lot of potions of extra healing. Let's take those out. I think everybody can have these now instead of the basic potions. Here we are. Okay, hang on to the potion of clear purpose. Take all the gems out. Gems and then the bag of holding. Whole ton of ammunition in here. arrows +1, bolts +2. I know these items can be kind of strong, the bolts and bullets and all that. But for my money, like +2 bonus isn't really a huge thing. I mean, it's helpful on boss fights and whatnot, but not something that's absolutely required. If that makes any sense. Actually, it's easier to hang on to them. I'll actually keep a couple of these. Green arrows. Oh my gosh, everything's full. Or almost everything. That's full. Now this is full. Okay. Impact arrows. Who's got all this stuff? So he's got bullets +2, stun bullets. Looking for those bullets +1. Here we are, bullets +1. We will refill his stack. For her, why don't we give her these stack of keen arrows? We have more keen arrows, keen arrows, keen arrows. Inventory's full, okay. We'll have her hang on to stack of keen arrows. All right, I'm gonna sell everything else off.
Hello again.
Because we have a huge ice temple to get through. We need all this stuff opened up for business. Damn, look at all these healing potions. My goodness. Good thing about all this magical ammunition is it's very valuable. Oops. We don't sell the masterwork arrows. Arrows, keen arrows. Those are good. And perfect, finally. All right. I know that can be a little boring, but gotta clear out the inventory sometimes. Part of RPGs. Leave the belladonna on the table because we won't need it anymore.
What?
Bags are full. Or clear. Rest in the safe spot. Let's head back into the ice temple. As heavens, what was I thinking? All of us don't need to sit around waiting for my mending spell to complete. Why don't you go on without me to find another route through the Western Pass? I'm sure we'll meet again once I've taken flight. Goodbye, and good luck. Good luck.
Jordan.
It's on us to find our way through the Western Pass. And the answer to that is going to be within this ice temple.
Good luck.
Okay. All Alright, we got about 30 minutes left in the stream. We can definitely... We won't make it all the way through the Ice Temple, but we'll make some good progress into it.
Watch me go.
Watch me go. Alright, we explored the fields outside, we explored the glacier. Now it's time to get into the Ice Temple. Because we're a party of ballers, we're not going to take this dinky little side passage. We're going to go right in the front doors, because we're champions. Oh, the stairs are down again.
I'm ready to do. Sure.
Just shoot one.
What?
What?
Har har har.
Oh, and guarding the door is an Ice Golem champion. Different than Crystal Golems. Let's actually buff up a little bit.
What?
Have a smear image. And shield. And emotion hope.
Ask politely, or you die.
Dark skin.
Ready.
What is it?
Right off the bat, we have a note. Note to Lord Brisbane. This carefully written note reads as follows. Lord Brisbane, my assistant Nathaniel has not returned from the Western Pass. From what we've observed, the situation worsens by the hour there, and we fear he may have been captured. Your task is to find him and escort him back to Kuldahar. The best of luck to you and the hardy band of adventurers you call Talisman. In faith, Isilor. Uh-oh. Lord Brisbane did not make it far, unfortunately. Well, actually, technically from Kuldahar, he did make it pretty far. But he didn't quite make it all the way.
I leave no one alive.
These Ice Golem champions are a bit easier to defeat than the Crystal Golems. No. Well, I guess I spoke too soon. It kind of took a lot, but...
Milksops how to fight!
I shall see you to your grave.
Not a problem.
Ooh, and Adam's already got another level up.
Die if you make me
yes,
do any more work.
yes, it shall be done.
What? Is that all?
Here we have a Winter Wolf.
To protect me.
We have some Winter Wolf pelts. We can take those back to Oswald if we want. But I don't think it's something we really need to do right now.
What? Very
We might do it maybe later, maybe tomorrow. Right now, let's focus on charging on through this place. Arrows, keen arrows. Give her another stack of keen arrows. Everything into their appropriate bags.
Ready.
Heal up Eslif a little bit. He's taking some damage. He'll be regenerating, but I just don't want him to get one shot. Let's see how the party's doing, like, statistics-wise. Okay. Here he's got 16% of the kills in the party. Oh my gosh, Adam Smasher only has 6% of the kills in the party. Is that serious? Oh, you know what? That's a little bit skewed because we had to delete him and then recreate him in the last chapter because he got bugged. That's no, but Eslif is 17, 18, 20. Everybody's actually pretty even. That's actually pretty good.
I hear ya. Right then.
I think far and away Adam Smasher would be the most, but everybody else is pretty even. I actually like seeing that. It means everybody in the party is pretty effective.
Attack now!
I'm gonna have to go on a killing spree.
There we go. 18 slashing damage and 8 magic damage.
Your desire, so be it.
Your desire, so be it. Step into this room. Oculus. Oh, we have High Priestess Cathin.
Enough bloodshed. Your quarrel is with me, not my clerics.
Who are you?
I am High Priestess Cathin, but you may refer to me as your queen. Any other last requests?
What's going on here?
We've amassed a large congregation, and soon will rain icy death upon our enemies, beginning with yourselves.
Your enemies?
Our enemies are Kuldahar, the 10 towns, and anyone foolish enough to protect them. They must pay for their sacrilege against Auril, and for what they did to Lyson.
Lyson?
She was our mentor, and now is our inspiration and determination. With her guidance and Auril's benevolence, we will purge this land of our enemies and the warmth they hide behind.
I'm fairly confident Lyson is the priestess of Auril you slay in Icewind Dale 1. I'm pretty sure. But let me know if I'm wrong. Alright, it's time for you to die.
Pay attention, heathen. I will teach you humility, a lesson you should have learned from your mother a long time ago. Auril, shower me with strength.
I'm going to immediately skull trap your face. Then I'm going to cast another one. I should move the rest of my party in here. I don't know why I'm like 1v4ing here with my wizard. Oh, because she's just going to explode one of them. That's why. Actually, everybody back up.
I suppose I got some time to kill.
I'm going to continue casting Skull Trap. Boy, it's really hard to cast spells with skulls exploding in your face, isn't it? We killed the boss. We killed the High Priestess.
I'm here.
By just skull trapping her. That's hilarious. Then we have a Barbarian Warrior who wandered into the wrong room at the wrong time.
I am ready as all, so be it.
So be it. Here she has Ice Axe +1. She was dual wielding. You also have hunting arrows and arrows of lesser dispelling, so you can dispel magic with your arrows. Pretty cool. But I think Terry's good with his great axe. I think I hear somebody stomping around. Oh, a polar bear. What? Let's toss all this stuff away. But we picked up High Priestess Cathin's temple key. I'm sure we're gonna need that, so hang on to that. Can we animal empathy? Skills, animal empathy. Yes, we can. Eslef the Druid. So good with animals, just charmed the polar bear for us. Oh, what should we name him?
At your service. shall be done.
He'll be Oso Blanco. That's what it'll be.
What can I do? I will succeed.
The party and their newest member, Oso Blanco, are gonna conquer the Ice Temple.
I'm ready. I will
Pick up
succeed.
these wolf pelts. This statue is of a human female wearing light armor, a silver belt containing an assortment of weapons, and a silver circlet on her head. She wields a glowing axe in each hand and has a shield draped across her back. The base reads Cathin. This statue is of a human female wearing an ice-white ceremonial robe with blue piping. The robe is cinched at the waist by a very wide silver belt with straps holding various religious paraphernalia. Atop her head sits a silver circlet. Her head and arms are raised in the air as if praying to the heavens. The base reads Lysara. This statue is of a human female with leather armor covering a blue dress with olive trim. She wields a glowing mace. The base reads Lyson. Oh, the polar bear betrayed us. Oso Blanco, no. Can I empathy him back? Oh, I sure can.
Don't consider it done.
This statue is of a lithe, furious female with blue skin, long, free-flowing white hair, wearing a fine gown of white lawn, thickly furred with frost swirls about her. The base reads Auril. Oh.
Yeah? Is that all? Easy as goblin pie.
Head this way, send the bear out here.
What? Is that all?
Oh shoot, this bear can fight this group of ice trolls. Holy crap.
Very well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start casting spells in there.
Blubbering. What is your it? Why?
What you want done and done?
Ask politely or you die.
What?
That was slow. Everybody's slow in there. Oh, the polar bear is no longer our friend. That's okay. We're gonna skull trap the shit out of him. Rest in peace, Oso Blanco.
I am ready, Commander.
Oh, immune to slashing damage, okay. What about immune to this flame strike? Oh my gosh. Just wiped him out. No quarter. I knew there was one more hanging out in there. Let's see if she can fire off a Sun Scorch. There we are. Go. Save us, great Auril, save us! At that point, their kings and queens naturally wept at my feet, praying to their impotent deities to spare their excuse me? Have I called for you, servant? Are you a member of this congregation? Ondabo? No, I learned the Aurilites were going to create a glacier during their coming storm festival with vast amounts of water. Being a Merid, or ocean genie to the unenlightened, and a Telosian, this naturally piqued my curiosity. Their technique was effectively crude, but it would have taken half the time with my omnipotence. Talos. Praise Talos. Talos, the Destroyer, is Lord of Storms, Earthquakes, and all other forms of destruction. Auril and the other gods of fury answer to him, and he likes to keep an eye on them, especially Auril. I see, farewell. Anyways, as I was saying before being so rudely interrupt, now what's got them so yellow? First, they're telling me about some maelstrom of ice they brought down an airship with. Then, of course, I had to tell them about the mountain I brought down in Easgard when we were in those... Go on. Then then there was the time Nim and I... what's the use? You've managed to frighten my audience away. Hold, I'll wager that was your ship they crashed. Yes, it was. They must pay for what they've done. Try to keep up. You're alive, and I'm sure they're feeling repentant, not to mention utterly afraid of you, which I can't comprehend. Furthermore, from the smell of things, it seems you've soiled their robes. So lick your bruises and be on your way. Their punishment is sufficient. Alright, well, I'll consider it. Farewell. Fate is ours to be seized and tamed in this hunting ground we call life. Sometimes we find it, and sometimes it finds us. So yeah, another just group of postulants just goes running out away from us, pooping their pants. Let's see if this guy has anything else to say. Yes, what is it now? Shall I enchant your boring life with meaningful tales you've only dreamt about? Okay, no, he just says the same stuff about Talos. These guys run away. We're sorry, save us. We didn't mean to crash your ship. Oh, you did mean to do it. Oh.
I'm ready to do adventuring. Aye. Har har har.
Hit those locks. That one's ported. What do we got in here? We have History of the Sisters of Light and Darkness. That'd be fun to read. You guys want to hear me read these 6 books inside here? Probably not.
Yeah. Is that all?
If you're curious, I'm sure there's like an online library you can read from. That's just typically some like background flavor text. Alright, but this locked door has no visible keyhole. It says L southwest, R northwest has been chiseled into the surface. Okay.
What?
It's that way still blocked by our web and everything. Let's head back down this way.
I'm here.
Alright, what else we got? Ooh, another polar bear. We animal empathy that one. Oh, it did not work this time.
You will suffer.
Smash those guys. Oh, 34 damage. Grab all those.
Right, watch me go.
I'm into this room. What do we got in this room? Another barbarian. Arlight Storm brother.
May the Yochlor caress you with peace.
Oh. Oh, I totally forgot we had some level ups. Let's do that. Let me just store all these items. Just some more random +1, +2 ammo and things of that nature. Gems and potions. Alright, let's level up. Level 9 sorceress. Here we are. Now that she's level, she's 4th level spells and a spellcraft of 10 or higher, she can get these spells. So your mastery of cold magic has yielded impressive results. 5 permanent cold resistance and plus 20% increase on all cold damage done. She can actually get that on cold, fire, I think cold, fire, and lightning. Yeah, so electrical damage, there you go. Scion of Storms. Then there's Spirit of Flame, so 20% increase on all fire damage done. And then I think there's one for acid as well. But she doesn't really have any of those spells right now. She has one cold damage spell. I'm trying to think of what we might be getting soon. I think what we will get is Spirit of Flame. We'll try to pick up a fire spell as soon as we can. Here we got level 2 spells. Let's grab Melf's Acid Arrow wouldn't be too bad. Oh, Agnazar's Scorcher, not bad either. So it's 2 to 8 points of acid damage for every 3 levels the caster's achieved. Acid lasts another 1 round. An easy, like, I think Melf's Acid Arrow is pretty good. It can interrupt spell casting because of the damage over time effect it leaves. But let's pick us up. Flamer is actually really good too, but let's grab Fireball for now. No, you know what? Not Fireball. Let's grab Flame Arrow. Another direct damage spell. All we have are like crowd control and AoE spells. Let's grab a solid damage spell like that. Oh, and she also has access to level 4 spells. You can also get Wall of Fire. Wall of Fire. Oh, I forgot. We got Stone Skin last time. Wall of Fire is pretty good. Spider Spawn Shot. There's actually a lot of good spells here. Belton's Burning Blood is pretty good. Confusion is also very good. I'm actually going to grab Confusion. No. Ooh, Malison? Malison might be good. Because the -2 on all your saving throws, so it would just make my death fields I got going on, you know, that much stronger. So I'll have a harder time getting out of it. Didn't I already grab Confusion on my Bard? Might have. I'm going to grab Malison on my Sorcerer. Let's see, maybe he'll get another spell slot, because I could grab Confusion on him. And for you, we will continue. Let's go with your Spell Focus and Enchantment. Excuse me. And to sneeze.
Oi.
Go back. We did grab Confusion on him. Good. Good. I made the right choice. Oops, not Fighter. Another level of Rogue. Nice hide. Open lock. Search. And then we will get maximized attacks. Perfect. Level 5 Barbarian. Actually, level 5 Barbarian, we now get Uncanny Dodge. They cannot be sneak attacked. Adam Smasher can no longer be sneak attacked. And we will give him a bonus in his martial weapon, Great Sword. For Terry, Cleric level 9. Concentration. Spell Penetration would be good. So would Martial Weapon Hammer. Let's go with Spell Penetration. Let's kind of try to stick Terry with the axes, I guess. We might be able to upgrade to maces at a later point. Terry now has access to level 5 spells. Crazy. Oh look, Insect Plague is in this game. I totally forgot. Shield of Lathander is pretty good, but doesn't last that long. Healing Circle, Iron Skins, Flame Strike, Champion Strength. Let's go with penetration bypass spells of our spells, or just bypass resistance. What spell penetration does is it makes your spells much harder to resist. The reason I'm giving it to all my spellcasters is that it makes your, like, the enemies rolling against our spells, they have to roll, it gives us a +4 bonus. So it's with 2 ranks in it, it's a +4 bonus. So when we're fighting things that are our level, which is what you do as you go throughout the game, it's just that much harder to resist our spells. That's part of the reason, like, my spells like web and all that stuff works so well, is because of the spell penetration. Okay, let's give him Slay Living and Flame Strike.
Yeah.
Oh, and I forgot he has a level 5 domain spell. Champion Strength. Love it.
I hear ya. Easy as goblin pie.
Nothing to spell Mantle of Absorbs? No, not that I know, at least not in this game.
You will suffer. Suffer greatly.
Berserk.
I'm here.
Go on.
I'll die if you make me do any more work. Yeah, I gotcha.
Speak.
Okay.
Oh, unaffected by Sunscorch, huh?
Hooray! More fighting. Wow.
I'm neat. Ready.
Oh, run, Terry, run. There we go. And that champion. Now he only gives 3,600 damage because we're a higher level. But still, I'm not going to say no to 3,600 experience. Did I say 3,600 damage? I meant experience. Shock darts. Bum, bum, bum. I'm going to store the Winter Wolf pelts.
I hear ya. Done.
I hear you.
I'm done.
Now, we have a painting. Oh, look, and here we have Sharon calls speech. So, painting. How about Arl shower me with strength? Right. So if we're not able to guess, it's a magical staircase. You give a command to the painting, and it will teleport you elsewhere.
Can't die.
Takes you to different spots every time. Absolutely destroying that stuff with his friggin' sword.
I What you be needin', matey? Arr.
Arr.
Okay.
Oh yes, yes, it shall be done.
Oops, don't need the regular arrows. Silver ring. Necklace.
I am okay.
What? Certainly.
Confusion. The trap sprung, but I resisted it. Ooh, I almost missed that. Alright, cool.
I'm here.
Alright, we've hit another dead end. Oh my god, we still at all that. Okay. Let's see, where else can we go? This next spot is back here. While we're walking back that direction, I will organize the inventory here a little bit. Store our gems and our scroll.
Yeah.
What is it? I will succeed.
Oh.
Ready. I'll leave no one alive.
Leave no one alive.
Yes,
Let me
Jabu.
try to get Oso Grande back. Did not work.
Your desire.
Hmm.
I hear ya. Watch me go.
Everybody back up.
You have my undivided attention. Elendar, you do not command me.
Nothing less you can do. What?
Potion.
I'm needing a heal. I'm ready.
You two both drink potions.
I await your instructions.
See if we can stun a couple of these barbarians.
What'd you want?
Oh, we casted them both with the same barbarian. I forgot. Or I messed that up, but looks like we'll be able to make it through. With the help of these potions, jeez.
Lighten things up.
What?
I am ready as we say
I'm here. Right then.
Do our best to walk through this web, but a hidden wall.
Oh yes, I'm here.
Arrows, target arrows, sure strike bullets. Also that in our bags.
Ready. Yeah. Right then.
I hear ye. Greetings, Terry of the Houdini. I know we haven't met yet, but your success against the Chimera Legion has already reached me. I'm Nathaniel from Koldahar. When we saw the Auralites erecting a wall of ice, I was sent here to destroy it, but my plan failed. And now this wall has blossomed into a glacier. Where's the rest of the Neverwinter militia? We were to meet with them. Dead or gone? What's worse is that between the Auralite resistance in the foothills and that here, Neverwinter... Wait. What is worse is that between the Auralite resistance in the foothills and that here... And it's weird. Neverwinter has decided she can't afford to send any more troops to an icy grave. How did you get here? I broke through a portion of the glacier and made my way down a crevasse when I confronted the high priestesses who overpowered me. As I retreated, I realized the hole I made earlier had reformed. My capture was quick, but painful. High priestesses? Yes, 3 in all. Lysara, Cathan, and Oriah. Sisters, triplets even, conjoined at birth. Oh. They have a strange bond that makes them more powerful when working in concert, and this icy tomb appears to be their creation. Okay. They're gone. I've yet to solve it, but each dawn a prisoner is taken to the room north of the prison, never to be seen again. My nightmares are filled with their screams. You know why magic doesn't work in the prison? Unfortunately, this prison is shrouded by anti-magic. I've heard my captors say, turn east, then west to disable, but what does that mean? My spells are useless under these conditions. Okay, you say the ice reformed itself. Most unnatural elements exist here. The wind is colder, the snow thicker for this season. The ice itself, once broken, reforms over time. Your help would be most welcome, Terry of the Houdini. I need to escape this cell and find the equipment that was taken from me upon my capture. Until that occurs, I'm at the High Priestess's mercy. Alright, we'll find a way to free you. Farewell for now. Until we meet again, my friend, may nature guide you and protect you.
Aye.
Here we are. We got a bunch of prisoners locked in here, and we're all stuck under this anti-magic shell. Ooh, let's come back.
What?
Oh, we actually can't cast any magic in here.
I'm here. Not a problem.
Alright, we'll form up. Deposit these into our bags. Also, what he said was part of the reason why I haven't rested yet, that every dawn a prisoner is taken and killed, and that's actually true. When you rest and it passes a 24-hour mark, one of these prisoners disappears and dies.
Ready.
But will we ever find a way out of the ice fortress? Are we able to save these prisoners? And will we discover what's going on with this Legion of the Chimera? Come back tomorrow and we'll find out. Thank you guys so much for the stream. I'm going ahead and end it here. I really appreciate you guys watching. No, no smile. I will be back tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. Doing the same stuff. I'm gonna play a little bit of World of Warcraft.
Pleasant dreams.
Thank you very much. I'm gonna play a little bit of World of Warcraft and then hop back into Icewind Dale. Quick shout out, I had an offline follow a couple days ago, IAQUWU. Thank you very much for that follow a few days back. As for today, Gentleman Dapper, thank you so much for the host. And then the man himself, Dr. Blackout, with the resubscription. Oh, fuck, Terry. You know what, Terry? You're right. I will consider the voice commands, and I still forgot the turntable. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you so much very much. Or thank you so much for the stream. Thank you for hanging out and watching. Take care and have a good one, everybody.
Live long and prosper.